Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. It's Jordan, also known as Poopie from Kittycash, and I'm here tonight with my hosts Lucy, Chuck Fresco, Jeff, and Witty Kitty.
What up, guys? This is JiHoz.
Hey, this is Chuck.
So today we're going to talk about fancies. We're going to talk about the Gen Zero market, and we're going to talk about the bubble, or is it a bubble? What do you think, Jeff?
I don't think it's a bubble, guys. I think we're in like this maybe first inning, like top of the first or something, potentially. I think that there's still a lot of hype coming in the coming weeks. I believe that the app was just submitted to the Apple iOS store today, and I think Bryce, the CryptoKitty community, or I guess like spokesperson, mentioned that it might take a week or something, or a week or two to get approved, and then we're good to go.
Awesome. Yeah.
So I definitely expect like a huge influx of users. Like we did see, we saw a whale come in over the last couple of days, and if one whale was able to move the market like that, imagine if two whales comes in, three whales, four whales. Imagine if HSBC comes in. Imagine if Goldman Cats comes in.
Goldman
right?
Cats.
I've heard some rumors that the Goldman UK office is starting to play. So I'm super excited because like
one of their bonuses, like
yeah,
they can move the market.
Wait, how much did he spend that day? He bought
about $1 million in cats, I think.
$1 million of cats, $1 million US dollars of cats.
Do we have
in one day?
Do we have this? Do we have the wallet address of the whale?
The wallet address.
Can you post it in Discord?
It goes on about every 12 hours now. Was he messed up his own script, and he put his script to buy at 1.5. So the funny thing was there was a bunch of Gen Zeros that were priced under 1.5. When he left his script on, I think everybody noticed, started repricing their Gen Zeros to 1.5. Picked up. He has 500 Gen Zeros right now? Is that correct?
Yeah, I still need to bring him up.
But after a while, I think he came back and noticed the mistake he made, so he fixed his script, and now it picks up off the bottom.
Oh, goodness.
1.5 that he picks up.
Yeah, so he's in it for the long run now. I want to show you guys on the stream some recent acquisitions that I'm very proud of. They're not flips or anything. I have a purpose for them that I'll share with you maybe in the next week or so. But I'm very, very proud of these cats that I just got. Oh gosh, I even forgot the cats that I bought right now. All right, so the first cat that I'm going to show you is a 4-digit ID, 5544. It is an otaku mutation, otaku gilded mutation. And I got this cat for 0.3. It's catatonic. The reason why I bought it was because it has a very, very, very long bloodline. I can't pull it up right now. What do you guys think about this purchase?
Hey, Poopie. Sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing you on my my screen.
Oh, okay. Let me pull up my mic. Yeah, so how do I sound right now?
Much better. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's awesome now.
Yeah. So I was just talking about one of my recent purchases. It's a gilded mutation otaku. I got it for 0.3. right now on the market, the gilded mutation floor is, oh wait, wrong spreadsheet. The gilded mutation floor is 0.28 because I'm going to buy this cat that's 0.15 right now. And yeah, oh no, it sold. Oh, that's not good. All right, so the gilded mutation floor is 0.28 and I didn't have to buy this cat.
What is that program you were just running, or you just clicked on?
It's just a script. It's data from a script.
What does the script do?
Pull up all the mutations.
Oh, like the jewels and stuff.
Yeah. So a friend of mine customized it for me and ran it for gilded mutations.
Wait, so what did the jewels signify, or what did they do? I haven't really taken the time to look at them.
Yeah, so the jewel is just the first of the bloodline with that trait.
Oh.
So if we were to get this cat right here, which I just bought, and let me find a tool. 1 second.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it shows like what order it came out basically. So if it was like the first of a mutation, it has that diamond spinny holographic one.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. There's only one that gets that, and the family tree gets that.
I know, yeah. And the gold Gen 0 diamond sold for 8.8 Ethereum.
8.8 for just that one jewel.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, it was a diamond, so there's only one that could ever be. But that's very important to know because if you look at the family jewel distribution among like diamonds, and you look at this chart right here, it's a very, very, very good chart. You go all the way down, you could see which traits don't really have a bloodline for diamonds.
Wow. So the ones with a lot less, like that, like the henna only has 3, that'll be evaluated a lot higher than one that has like 100?
Yeah, it could be somebody owned the first Ammer and just doesn't play anymore, lost his seed. You know?
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's like if we keep on playing the game for a long time, then they'll add things to it that might give our cats value later on that we didn't have now. That's so cool. That's smart.
Yeah. So what I've been doing is like, the reason why I'm getting the gilded jewels is not to flip them or sell them. It's for a little project that I have, but I can't afford like a diamond jewel. That's like 10 Ethereum. So yeah, I can't afford that. What's the next best thing? It's the gilded jewel.
Yeah. Isn't a thing I was hearing about is like everyone who clicks on the little jewel will go to your page all the time? Or the original one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could just run down the bloodline on this one and
that's gonna get so many eyeballs for your cat.
Yeah, it is. So I really think generation doesn't matter, or I mean, cooldown doesn't matter unless you have a cat that is a virgin, or you can control the entire bloodline. Because
so you'd have to like buy all of one trait.
But once you have a cat that's already bred that you don't own anymore, that's out there in the wild, you really lost control of your bloodline. So you might as well just breed it out.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I wouldn't breed it out is if you know for a fact that person isn't breeding it or that person is inactive and you know you still have some control or majority control of the bloodline.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that reminds me, did they mention like if there's ever going to be some kind of messaging system in the game where we could like message people? Because I've been having to find people on Discord and link my Discord or my email to my account, so like people can contact me for some of my cats that aren't on sale.
Yeah, no, I wish. Private message system. Let's go look at the updates.CryptoKitties.co.
Right now, I'm forced to kind of make a choice whether I want to be able to sell my cats or make my name kittyhats.co. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it would be nice if people could just, message my account and I could use my name to type kitty hat.
So like, let's say they do implement a PM system. What do you think is going to happen? the first thing I think is going to happen is Bob1 is going to get like 1 million messages.
By my cats.
Yeah.
Bob, if you're listening.
Buy my cats.
I just hope that they implement some way to prevent like spamming on it, because that's always an issue with a lot of games, that they make these messaging systems, but then bots and stuff just spam them like crazy, so it loses its purpose and it becomes an annoyance eventually.
Yeah, I agree. Would you charge for the message, Chuck?
I mean, there should be a transaction fee, no?
Yeah, true. And sometimes
what could also be like a work. They just send a message when someone gifts you a cat. Then I would just gift people cats and put my message in there, and that's like a $4 message. I'm just worried that if I gift someone a cat, like they don't even know, because like they have 1,000 cats and it just goes to the middle of their bag, you know.
That's true. Yeah,
I bet people have gifted me cats that I've.
Just to troll you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like maybe they wanted to talk to me, but like I just have no idea, you know.
Oh, that's true.
550 cats, bro.
That was their calling card. They sent you a cat.
That's so funny.
Dude, I've done that before. I put my email on one of my cats and I sent it to somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
I said, email me. Oh my gosh.
See, there's the messaging system right there. It would give value to like cats that no one wants, so then they can message.
I think you're working on it. I think it's like always like a kind of like to-do list, that and making it easier to find fancy.
Oh yeah, fun fancies.
That's been really fun.
Should be a priority.
Yeah, finding the fancies. What do you guys think of it? Like them releasing the fancies this quick?
I think not enough people have been breeding, so they're forced to do it this way at the moment, because people are not really taking the expenses in order to breed for something that they might miss. Like I missed really badly on the last fancy, I feel, until I got lucky and then I made the money back. But it is tough sometimes.
Yeah, and then you have some people that are trying to breed fancies that might not even exist.
Yeah. I think this fancy specifically, though, they're calling it like a limited time kind of fancy, that after a while it won't be able to come out anymore. So that's something interesting about this specific fancy, Mr. Perfect.
Wow, there are 106 of them already.
Just go up.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think the cap is?
I have a theory that if it passes by 250, then it's probably 1,000. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh gosh. I mean, 1,000 is not that bad. They're
low price right now. That was just listed 0.333. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that for a Gen 8
price.
Wow, that's pretty low.
So they're 8,000 ducats.
First Mr. Perfect that I hit, I sold for 2.42 Ether.
I sold the first one for 3.33 Ether.
Okay, I really like the price you chose, Chuck. 3.33.
Yeah, I've learned that 333 sells for some reason.
Yeah, he wanted to undercut mine by 1.2%. No, I'm just kidding. That was actually, I was actually really surprised it sold for 3.33. I priced mine so high because they said limited edition, and I didn't know how limited that edition was.
Yeah.
So, but they just made it clear that it's not going to be for a while, or they're going to let us know well in advance, right, before the last one.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So
okay.
So nobody misses out, really.
I think
I really like how they put out the clues to this fancy, though, because they did like one every hour on it, which was really ideal, because like one of the problems, for example, with Ernie was that, they gave us a clue on Friday and then didn't give us another one till Tuesday. So it was like 5 days of empty breeding. So by the time like the Tuesday hint came, it was like 2 pages
of miscats. I was there with you.
Yeah, so 4 in one day is just ideal, because then everybody can go chase for it, and
it was kind of
the next one.
But it was unfortunate that Bad Date cost so much to make at that time. That was when the Gen Zeros with Bad Date in the R2 were 2 ETH. So I spent 4 ETH buying 2 Gen Zeros, and then I fell asleep trying to breed the fancy. But I knew it was Bad Date. I just didn't mean to fall asleep.
And I
Yeah.
didn't know it was
Wait,
bad.
so you call it bad date, not badate?
Oh, badate.
Badate, man.
Badate.
Badate. No, I thought that's what it was called for so long, for like 20 minutes, and then as soon as someone told me it was bad day, I was like, oh yeah, that's true. I was like, why do you guys think that badate is the Valentine's tree?
So what happened?
And that's where I went to sleep.
What happened to the elk market? I think people were panic buying elks, but the price doesn't look like it's went up.
No, it did.
It went up a lot today.
Really? Oh, you're talking about like low gen elks.
Got bought out for elk.
Okay.
Yeah. Gen 1 went for Gen 2 went for 1.5 ETH, but I think it was one of the oldest.
I see. And the reason for it is the hint for the Yuri Katsuki fancy?
Yeah.
Okay.
All of those hints would come out again, kind of like Valentine's Day. You know, we got a little spoiled there, and I'd love to see more of that.
I think they're gonna when they release it like this. I think they're gonna release a hint once every day. I think the last one that looked like this was that.
I see.
But it gives us time to prepare though, because elks are kind of hard to come by, I guess. Because Wild 3 and Wild 4 come in the founders, I think, and then it's really difficult to get.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as I saw DEER on that hint, I knew that it was elk, and I think me and Carlini were the first people to start buying the floor in the Gen 1 and Gen 2 elks. He bought a Gen 1, and I was able to get a couple of Gen 2. That was nice. I think Carlini actually messed up. He like messed up the ordering of a script, so he accidentally bought a Gen 2 for 1 ETH.
Oh,
I was giving him.
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find it.
He didn't care.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Oh. 5 guy.
No, I mean, he bought that one for 1.5. Gen 1.
I like how he did his best to name it and badge it. Legendary rare. All these medals and awards for it.
No, I think it was named that. I think it was named that when he bought.
Yeah, he hasn't changed the name. It was like that.
It was that.
Well, it's a good name for it.
I was like, oh, does Carlini know that it's red and arson? And then I was like, dude, like someone bought one for 1 ETH. He's like, oh, that was me.
Wow.
But elk was never that low in the market, regardless, right? I've always seen it.
It's always been like pretty high, and ever since the hype died.
We bought like the ones that were at 0.1 on the Gen 2s, and then now the floor is 0.2, I believe. So I guess the floor doubled on the Gen 2s.
So for this fancy, they're probably going to release a hint every day. How often do they release hints?
Yeah, the thing's probably going to be... Well, they don't usually release them on the weekend, right? So we might have to wait till Monday for the next one.
Okay.
Yeah,
what do you guys think is the... Do you guys have any guesses what other traits are, going to be...
Yeah, let's bring it up.
I definitely think Icy is involved because it's like ice skating. So, I went ahead and just got an Icy elk to be safe.
Nice. Yeah, I got 4 of those. Or 3.
Art.
Wait, why do we think Icy again?
Well, it's because there's a snowflake emoji. There's also a snowflake emoji on the hint.
No, but the cat's named after an anime about an ice skater, actually. That's what the whole point is. So I'm pretty sure it probably is Icy, too. But, we'll see.
I see some, some horns on that thing. Some ice skates. The emoji is based on the name of the fancy. So, Alan, do you think that the emoji has nothing to do with the traits required? Well, on the Valentine's Day one, they had a chocolate, strawberry emoji.
Yeah,
that's how I knew.
Yep, you're right. They had that. That's why you knew it was bad day or bad day.
Badate.
Yeah.
Badate.
Oh, can somebody post the stream on Reddit? I don't think.
Do we have our mod here? Someone, ADHD wanted to mod today.
I don't think I can add right now.
Yeah. He might not be. You know what's even better? I just hit up all the people that I've been talking to recently. Send them the stream too.
It's a good idea. I just probably don't want to go through my private messages right now.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
Hey, the Ducat floor went up.
Yeah, someone has been buying Ducat floor, right? Like there was a buy program that went through at 0.02, I believe, 0.03. I think it moved up to 0.045.
Yeah, that's awesome. You can't get below Gen 4 for cheap. Wow. So I think I'm going to do a breed. What I've been trying to do is just list whatever cat's on the front page. My recent high sale, my recent record sale is a pouty wingtips calico bobtail. Let me see if I could pull it up. This one right here, 519186. You guys are not going to believe how much I sold it for. Jeff, check it out. 0.3333.
You sold that for $330, bro?
Yeah.
Gen 11?
Magic number.
Yeah, that's a typical Jordan sale. That's awesome, dude.
I named it Beautiful in Chinese, and I listed it. I think I'm the only person that has Cali Cool bobtail wingtips in the entire game. Oh, now this person owns one.
Nice. Damn. Yeah, I'm worried about the Maneki Neko, TBH. Like, I'm not sure.
I really think it's that. So this guy's gonna have a breeder for Maneki Neko if
I hope so.
One or two of those traits is it. Yeah, so I'm doing a search right now for Calico bobtail wingtips, and these are all the ones I own, except for that one I sold. Does that mean you're controlling the market if you have all the cats? Or people can just breed them and...
Dude, that happens. That's me with the Momo market, man.
Alright, let's check that out.
Honestly, there's some people that are just so strong at breeding. They could just breed out, like Carlini and Witty Kitty here. They're just so good at breeding. They just breed they breed from the top layer down, that even if you are ahead of them, they will catch up to you pretty fast.
Yeah, I believe that.
You gotta be at the top. Yeah, I mean, so it's basically, that's the situation with the Momo market. Like, any Momo that gets made, basically, unless it's like Kitty Mill. Shout out to Kitty Mill, by the way.
Shout out to Kitty Mill.
You know, like, it's basically really hard for anyone to make like a sub Gen 9, I would say, Momo without like going through me first or Kitty Mill.
So you control the low gen Momo market because nobody has the materials to do it at this low of a generation.
Yeah. Basically.
So I control nothing, basically.
There are some people who can make like a piece that is important to me, but I know all those people, and they usually just come to me like, "Hey, I made a cat that you probably want," and then I usually snipe it.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up. Congrats again on that Gen 6 Momo, though. But
yeah,
I'm gonna pull up Chuck's account.
I'm interested actually in seeing like how many Gen 876 Momos are out there. Like, how many have ever been made, right? Because like we talk about, okay, this fancy is limited, but like Momos aren't limited, I guess, like by the contract, but they're limited by the fact that you need to basically breed a founder to get one, and it's a 5 trader, you know, so it's just super hard.
Oh, I see. What do you think's gonna happen with the Gen 0 market? I mean, it went down like 50% or more.
Yeah, I mean, I think that bribe program artificially inflated prices for a couple of days. Like, I don't think we were ready for that type of a spike. That's why I sold my Gen. You know, that's why I sold I guess the Gen Zeros that I gotten for the cheapest with the worst traits that were the most bred out, sold all of those to him, because I thought that was a good opportunity to take some profits.
Yeah, did you manage to sell at the top?
I sold four. I sold four of my Gen Zeros to him.
1.5 was the top, right? That was the highest.
Yeah, I mean he was buying at 1.6, 1.6 and 1.5. So basically what I did was I made sure that mine were either listed at 1.5, and then when I saw him buy at 1.6 once, so I just relisted all mine at 1.6. I thought that the script changed to 1.6, and then he bought one at 1.6 and then dropped it back down to 1.5 or something.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, I don't know. It looks like he figured out. I wasn't gonna really talk too much about this, but yeah, it looks like he figured out how to buy the floor.
So the party's over, basically. Yeah.
While it lasted, I think I went all night.
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. I think Witty sold 20 to him, so it's nice to kind of take some profits.
I saw this cat here, man, and I really wanted it. This Ganado, what is this? Chartreuse Ganado. That looks like coffee. Dali Otaku Gen 4. I almost wailed in and I almost bought it.
It's gonna be really cool to see what the Ganado mutation is. Like, it's a really cool trait.
Yeah, it's my favorite. It's my favorite pattern.
Yeah, Kinemo has a crazy. He has a Gen 2 Onyx Ganado. I think he has like 3 of them actually. They look really cool. And obviously, Gen 2 Onyx is like really hard to get.
So, what is everyone working on right now?
I'm siring out and selling a lot of my Mr. Perfect breeders. I noticed that the sire market was really strong for him.
I see.
Yeah, I think Pedate was really difficult to get, so people have been buying those like crazy too.
So we're looking at like Gen 2, Gen 3 is considered low Gen Pedate?
Yeah, I have the lowest of both of them.
It's so much more fun to say, right?
It is.
Gen 4 is the lowest right now. I have 3 of the lowest ones, but I think I have a pair to make a Gen 3, but it's like a very, very low percent.
So you just want to clone them at this generation and sell them or sire them out?
Well, I have a couple of people that buy them every time I make a fresh one. Like they are the lowest gen. So they bought those. I made 3 of them so far, and I sold 2 of them.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then the other one I tried to breed out, but that actually didn't work out very well for some reason. So I think next time I'm just gonna leave it virgin and just breed it from the straight up cats.
I see.
But yeah, I'm working on those and Ernie's, but I feel like a lot of people are making Ernie's now, so it's kind of good. So I've been just like cooling down on that and letting people make it.
Hey, did any of you guys enter the purebred contest that Jody was doing?
It sounded really expensive, and I don't know how much the values are going to be, or the medals are going to be worth.
Oh.
How many purebreds do you have?
Dude, the medals are going to be worth millions.
Wow. Okay, maybe I should get to pure breeding then.
You need to put a medal on a founder, bro.
Ah, dude, it's because I don't have a medal on my founder. That's why I don't know the value yet. Or a crown.
They're priceless. They actually can't be bought. There's special just for the contests.
Yeah.
And they are a little bit priceless.
Yeah, let me pull up a kitty with the gold medal. I think I could do it from memory.
So the results for that contest are going to come in tomorrow morning. And there's a new contest coming up next week. And I hope you guys get excited because I'm really excited about it. It is the International Beauty Competition. So
yes.
It's going to be like a beauty pageant. Enters and represents their own country. So wherever you guys are in the world, you represent that country for each country. And then the winners are going to face off, and the winner is going to be like the international beauty queen.
That's
so
awesome.
Wow.
Okay.
and
This is my
obviously
type
they're
of
gonna get the
competition.
I always feel really left out of these competitions because I feel like I should be entering and winning, but you know, as a member of the Kittycash team, I feel like it would be I don't know.
This is my entry for the beauty competition. It's a Gen 8 Cloud White Hot Rod Wingtips Sky Blue.
Oh, Alan is entering. Okay. So I guess I'll enter. So what are the rules? You have to be purebred. This sounds really.
Wait, you have to
as
be
a half
purebred?
Asian.
So no, the purebred contest is over now. The results for that are in tomorrow morning. The next contest is going to be the beauty competition.
Okay, that's right up my alley.
The prettiest cat. That's a really pretty cat. You could take your prettiest cat and enter it in your own country. And then the countries will face off, and they're going to get asked some questions. I don't know how she's got this going yet, but they're going to answer some questions, and the winner is going to win the international beauty contest.
Wow, Goldfinger has to win. Have you guys seen Goldfinger, by the way? Like,
yes, he's a legend.
He already won the competition.
Once you win something, you can't enter again.
No, once he wins, he can't not win again.
Oh my god! Why enter the competition?
He needs to defend his crown. I don't even know if I would apply the medal right now.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He's just so beautiful with that pure white, but.
So I need to find a koala on the market because I have a catatonic nacho cheese that has a gilded mutation, and it's off the cooldown now, so I have to breed it.
What gen koala are you looking for?
You don't want to breed a koala, a nacho with a koala, dude. You want to breed that with an aquamarine.
Yeah. I need an aquamarine to breed koala.
Aquamarine.
So I have royal purple. Let me see.
So, but the thing is, if you have if it turns into an onyx, or if it turns into a koala, sorry, does it lose the jewel? Like, what happens when it mutates?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, so if I fail and get nacho cheese, like that's fine. But I would be trying for a koala just to like make up some of the money that I spent on this guy.
What happens to the jewel though? If you get a koala, like does the nacho cheese pass it on?
Yeah,
because it's only nacho cheese, right?
I think Alan is the best person to ask for this, but I believe you lose the nacho cheese jewel until the next offspring has nacho cheese.
Oh, so if it stays in the recessive genes?
But what if, what if it doesn't even, what if like it's locked in the recessive? Like, is it just done? I guess for that cat.
I don't know. That's a good question.
We should science this one day.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Mythbusters.
No. Alan definitely knows. He's about to say something.
Nope. Doesn't care about the genes at all. Just ancestry. Jewel. Okay, so if you lose it and you don't get it in the recessives, and then you try to breed nacho cheese in it, but that doesn't have the jewel, you're not gonna have the jewel.
He says, "I have to prove it."
Okay.
It comes back. It's a little complicated. So right now, yeah, I mainly see value in the gilded muse and the diamond muse. Other ones, I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Even the diamond cats, right? Like I actually bought diamond cat royal blue and diamond cat Maine Coon. I'm not sure. I haven't put them up for sale, so I don't know if people are valuing them. What do you think, Alan? Do you think the diamond cats are worth it, depending on the trait? Like I know that there are only 6 diamond cat royal blues. I feel like that's pretty rare, and it's not like people are breeding them out. Yeah, I feel like a gilded mew is more valuable than diamond cat because a gilded mew will always link back to the original. Gilded mew.
Yeah, because and you can look at the market right now too. Unless the jewel is completely controlled, or Unless the jewel's completely controlled, I think that a Gilded Mew is worth more than just a single diamond on the cat. You could also refer to like the distribution of diamonds, this little link over here, to see which diamonds are valuable. So if you go here and you look and you see there are only 2 diamond Manx, 2 diamond Neckbeard, 2 diamond Cheeky in the game, if you had one of those diamonds, not the first one, the second one, like that's worth way more than a Gilded Mew. I think the only time Gilded Mew becomes worth more is when you're looking like in the 50 plus, the 100 plus range.
Interesting, yeah. Yeah, I'm really happy that I have a Gilded Beard. Basically, the only reason I got that was, the Neckbeard came out and it was really unhyped because the game was super unhyped at the time. There was like 0 hype. And Ethereum was rallying, like this was on the road to 1400. So gas was like 30 and no one was breeding. But I looked at the trait chart and saw that Neckbeard was a, tier 3 mutation. Dolly is a founder trait, basically, because it's descended from Beard, which is like a founder trait.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, hey, the Neckbeard is actually a really good trait. I'm going to try and hit one of the first 10. Because I always, I feel like before Jewels came out, I was like, hey, I feel like being on the first page of a trait will be worth, or valuable, or at least an accomplishment. So I really wanted to get on the first page of Neckbeard, and was able to hit a Neckbeard Fab, actually, as the 9th Neckbeard ever. So super happy about that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right
now. I think that little risk and the high gas that I paid to breed those out, I think it actually,
yeah, 455.
Ended up being good.
That was like a really high gas time. Everyone was stressing, but this cat is so stacked, man. You have Calico, you have the La Perm. Is that La Perm? Yeah. You have the Fabulous Neckbeard. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's Gen 4, pretty good.
You did really well breeding it out too.
Yeah. I mean, it's because Neckbeard was selling for a lot, right? Because I sold his babies for 0.125, 0.1 for like, and this is when the game. First of all, Ethereum was like I think 1,200 at the time, and the game was like really slow. So I got some good sales to sustain me.
You had really good looking, unique kids.
Yeah. It was definitely really aesthetic. And yeah, actually, even a lot of the ones that didn't hit Neckbeard, they sold for like 0.1 and 0.08.
Oh,
yeah, that one just sold actually a couple days ago. If you look, you see that gold one, right under the gold cerulean.
Yeah, that's a gorgeous one.
That one sold for like 0.08. Kind of sad that I sold it even.
Super rare Fab cerulean. You sold it to Lucy.
Wait, what? Lucy, did you buy that for me? I'm so happy.
Let me see.
I'm so happy you have that.
Buy it back.
Yeah, I want it back.
It's up for sire if anybody wants to,
Hey, so Alan, so this is a good way to test, right? So does this have a Neckbeard? Does this have a Neckbeard jewel, I guess, like hidden in it or something? Like how I don't. So how can that jewel like come back? Does that make sense?
I actually love the look of this. The cerulean Fab chartreuse.
Yeah, it's so cute. I love looking at cats that are like descended in my bloodline. I'm like, oh, I know that cat. Actually, Jordan actually bought one of my cats for his girlfriend like a while ago, and then he sent us her account. I was like, oh, I didn't even know you had a girlfriend. Didn't know she played kitties at all. And I was looking, and I was like, oh, yo, these look like some cats. These cats look really familiar. And yeah, it ended up like I figured out that one of my own cats was basically very early cat in her account and had I guess like created a little bloodline. So it was pretty close to stuff like that.
Yeah, she gravitated towards hot rod wingtips. and Fabulous too.
Smart girl. Yeah, smart girl. Those are good traits.
So you guys are being confusing just to get me on here, aren't you? This is Alan, by the way.
Hey, Alan.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the stream.
We need help.
Sorry for interrupting you, Lucy. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was just gonna say that the Fab Cerulean, I checked the genes on it, and it has like beard in the R3, but I don't think it's a neck beard. So
yeah, it doesn't actually matter.
Wait, so yeah,
the way this works, and it's really simple, and it's all you have to think about. As soon as your kitty is born, the game will check every ancestor, right, for every trait that it has. So if you have a cloud white kitty, it will check every ancestor to see if they're cloud white, and if they are, then it'll check if they have a jewel, and then it'll save whatever the best jewel it sees is. That's all it does. It doesn't care about genes, doesn't care about anything except if it has an ancestor with that trait, what's the best jewel, and then that's the jewel it gets.
Got it. So I'm at the cloud white kitty right now with the diamond jewel. I'm going to go through all the offspring, and I should find one in the second or third generation that has cloud white.
Yeah, I start at the end. Yeah.
Okay. I think it's better if I choose a salmon one.
Kitty FYI is in the chat saying that this isn't true, but I dare him to give me proof that it's not, because it is.
Do you have an ID of the other descendant?
I do not.
I remember seeing it.
I can prove it with my Gen 100 Norwegian Forest.
Oh yeah, let's go to that.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. It doesn't care about the actual gene.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's just whatever is linked to it.
It's always the best one.
Hey guys! I think we just spiked to 30, around 30 viewers.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's just do a quick.
An example would be great, Kitty FYI. So if you look, this kitty is Norwegian Forest, and then let's check the parents in Kitty Calc and look for any recessive or any kind of genes.
So I'm plugging them into Kitty Calc right now. Oh, let's go to /read. That's better.
Yeah, it has to be /read because they have to see each individual kitty's genes.
All right.
But
so
basically, what happened
was
I had a natural mutation, right? I didn't get a gene swap from a recessive gene.
Okay.
There was no recessive gene to get, so I got an actual mutation. But I didn't get credit for a mutation because somewhere in her ancestry, there was another kitty that had already had that trait and gotten that mutation. So even though she mutated it herself for the first time, she has an ancestor that has that trait. So it links back to that anyway.
Yeah, so I'm looking at it right now, and that confirms it because both parents do not have the Norwegian Forest gene.
Correct. And then if you go to her, you'll see she does have a jewel, and you can click it to find her ancestor.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yes. So that's pretty clear. Now, Kitty FYI is saying that if one parent does have the gene and another parent does not, then you'll only get from that. But that's actually incorrect as well. And I've seen proof of that in action, where a kitty had a lime green diamond. But if you went to the lime green parent, they didn't have a diamond. You had to go through the non-lime green parent and find their ancestor that did have a diamond, and that proves that that's where the diamond comes from. That's the best ancestor.
I think Goldfinger is also an example of this because he has a diamond gold, and neither of his parents have diamond gold, despite being gold.
Goldfinger. Okay. Wow.
Have any of you guys thought of going to Twitter and just confirming this with the devs or something, just so they can?
I don't need to. I've looked at all the data. I've looked at thousands of kitties. I know what I'm talking about.
I'd rather just want a confirmation, just so.
Well, you guys can do that if you want.
Okay, I'll just post. Alan said this. Can you confirm this?
Yes.
And then
I'm going with Alan. So I have Goldfinger over here. Wow.
Can we check?
He does.
Can we look at Goldfinger?
Yeah, 102,958.
Especially if you're going to enter in the contest with him.
Yeah, Goldfinger is a beauty.
Goldfinger has a recessive cloud white gene, so it's different. Or his parents have a recessive cloud white. What do you want me to do?
Or just one of them?
118892. Hold on.
Do both of them have a recessive cloud white, or just one?
Just one of them.
Okay, so let's follow that kitty back and see if we can find that jewel.
Gosh, I need that tool where it shows
well,
the
you can do it manually.
ancestry.
It's not that bad. Okay, so just one parent. So if you just start opening tabs, right? Open one parent, and yeah, here. Let's see if we can find. Okay, there it is. So in that case, it was also passed through the recessive genes, but that's not actually a factor in the way it's determined.
Yeah, I think the other example was better of this. Yeah, that was super interesting. That means that there could be so many potential jewels in everyone's cats.
But
yeah,
they
and it also means it also means that it's the only guaranteed thing in the game. And for everyone listening, this is really an important point if you care about family jewels at all. And I think family jewels are really fun. I don't know how much they're going to affect value. This isn't investment advice. I'm the guy who just, breeds a Gen 100 because I think it would be amazing. So take this all, with that in mind. But the thing that I love the most about family jewels is they are the only guaranteed thing in the game. If you breed 2 cloud white kitties together, you might get an orange soda, and you can use Kitty Calc to see what your odds are and see, wow, I only had a 2% chance of getting orange soda. It's terrible. I wanted a cloud white kitty. But it's not guaranteed unless you have pure genes, which currently, good luck getting a kitty with 8 sets of pure genes, let alone 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
So that the only thing in this game that is guaranteed is that if you breed with a family jewel, then your child will have it, whether it's visible or not is another thing, but will be able to pass it on to its offspring, which means you can start at Gen 1 with a family jewel, breed it with another Gen 1 that has a different family jewel, and now your kid will have 2 family jewels. You can breed that with another Gen 1 that has a family jewel, and now its kid is going to have 3 family jewels, and you can just go down the list.
All right,
and then at Gen 300 have a Gen 300 kitty with all 300 whatever family jewels available to it.
So what's the lowest generation you think you could get an 8-jeweled cat, all diamonds? That should be a good challenge if you could do it under generation 20.
That's a very expensive challenge.
I had an 8-jeweled cat. I think that was like a Gen 8.
All diamonds?
There is a Gen 6 that has 9 jewels. But for me, I only count diamonds.
Yeah, I only count diamonds too.
Jewels are just
I want it to be tier 3 cat tributes only.
Ooh.
Okay, so if you do that, now you need to keep track, right? Because all that matters is the very first one. So if the first one doesn't happen until Gen 9 or Gen 16, then that's the first generation where you could get that jewel. Exactly. But really, you need to breed it in. So it's actually that generation plus 1. And that's assuming that you have access to the original, which, one person does.
Yeah,
so
you can't do it with Manx right now.
That's why...
Yeah, we could find the theoretical minimum because, like here, even if Manx, right, is a tier 3 trait, which means the first generation you can get it on is tier 2, probably the very first Manx was not tier 2. And we can look that up, or it was not generation 2, but we can look up that information and see exactly what generation it's available at.
Yeah.
And so we can find the 8 traits that are tier 3 that have the lowest generation, and kind of figure out the theoretical minimum and then the actual minimum, based on availability. But that will be a very expensive kitty to create. And the problem is, good luck explaining why it's so valuable and rare to everybody, and finding someone who's willing to pay that price.
They need to make it a special challenge, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I thought that the I have a diamond cat royal blue, Gen 10. And I think Royal Blue started at Gen 8, right? And the Gen 8 one is up for sale at 40. The Gen 9 one is up for sale at 15.
You're describing exactly why I don't think they should make it a special challenge, or at least an officially supported one, because now you're basically pricing it out to everyone except for like 5 people. And I'm sure you
But
like
that's why
that because you're one of those 5 people.
Yeah,
I
just
think that
want
was
to
the
pay me
original
1 each for a
reason.
sire.
Yeah, I think
Exactly.
that was the original reason they had to switch around the family jewels, because it would just give too much power to a few people who bought in early. So they
But
had
like,
to
yeah,
put
I
away.
guess
Yeah,
so.
and
But
it
like,
would
is
also,
it? But we have founders, right? Like, couldn't you say, okay, like the founders give too much power to the founder holders?
Yeah, but I guess they wanted this jewel thing to be something for more casual players to play
right?
with.
And I wouldn't say that it's even a power thing. It was just the fact that all first 5,000 kitties would all have 8 jewels, and what's the fun in that?
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
you point on that.
Yeah, so I think they did a great job of coming up with a feature that I really think is a lot of fun. I like the mechanics of it, even though they're not exactly intuitive. I think we'll all kind of learn, and I won't have to come on and be frustrated and try to explain to y'all again. No.
Yeah, I'll try to retweet them and see if what you're saying is exactly true. If they say it's true, then it's true. But it seems like it's true to me. I just want to.
Sure.
Yeah,
It's
we got
possible that there's an edge case. It's possible that there was some strange bug where it didn't come out that way, but in every single case that I've looked at, it has been exactly this way. And I've been breeding based on this information, and every single time I get exactly the results that I expect. So I'm completely confident that that is how it works. Whether it has always worked properly or there was a bug at some point, I can't say. But I would be surprised if there was a bug, and moving forward, it doesn't appear to work any differently.
I'm going to get a breed in. I'm going to try to go for a neckbeard Gen 6 with serpent eyes and manx. It's about time we breed, guys.
Yeah, that's what this stream is all about.
Yeah, I need a breed.
Okay, I'm going for an Ernie Gen 5. Let's see if it hits. It's probably going to be really low chance, though.
Ooh, Gen 5 Ernie. That sounds exciting. What is a neckbeard worth these days? That's a good question. Gen 6. Nothing? Is that your...
I don't know.
Oh, I think I have a really nice Gen 6 neckbeard up for sale.
I just want to see how much they're worth. Let's see. What is yours listed at? Wow, there's some stacked neckbeards here. If I could get Manx and I could get Serpent Eyes and Neckbeard, that would be pretty cool. Let's see how my cat would look.
Like that kitty?
Ooh, it would actually be the first of its kind if I were to hit all 3. The mutation and carry and retain the 2 genes. Interesting. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. No, not that cat. I kind of want to keep bubblegum in there too. I'm just not in love with the base color. I think we need like an upgrade to your searching your wallet in the breed screen. Because this is taking forever. I can't imagine being someone like Witty Kitty.
It's actually something I asked them as a feature update if they could just make this a lot easier, because it's just getting to the point where it's just ridiculous.
And then I misclick and then I have to start over again.
And sometimes it like glitches out and it sends you to the market for no reason. So it just can be a little frustrating when you're trying to breed without a contract.
Yeah. Then it doesn't really load.
I've gotten to the point where I kept...
I think you're cutting out, Jeff. Can you say that one more time?
Sorry. I'm saying I basically have to breed with contract even if I don't have one in the oven issue.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like for me right now.
Someone's saying you could just do control find for the cat you're looking for, control F. I don't know if that's true though.
Let's try that. Well, Buzz Lightyear is still not delisted, so the UI hasn't updated. I'm just gonna get the breed in. There. Let me just test that first real quick. All right. So Control F, let me pick a cat I know I have. Yeah, no, it's not pulling it up. Yeah, that's a problem when you have like 16 pages of cats. I'm gonna go ahead and get this breed in through my Ether wallet. So my goal is to, let me just calculate it first. I already know what I'm gonna get. What do you think the percentage is, Chuck, of hitting the mutation and retaining 2 genes?
Trying to hit a mutation?
Hit a mutation and retain 2 genes, yeah.
Probably really low.
Like 3%?
Maybe, at best.
Yeah, so 38 for the Manx.
It's like telling the game, you want exactly these genes.
That doesn't happen.
It usually doesn't,
streamer luck.
But the luck, man, the luck happens sometimes.
Yeah, all right, let me calculate it. We're looking at 14% for the 14% for the neckbeard. I want the serpent. It's another 38%. Oh gosh, it's like a 1-point-something% chance. Oh no, it's a 2% chance to get everything I want.
It's okay, man. I hit a Gen 6 Momo on a 2% chance last night. I woke up at 4 a.m. to my phone buzzing. Stayed up till 6.
That is awesome, man. So what is the next goal for Momo now that you hit the Gen 6? Is it 5 or are you going to go for even lower than that?
I'm sure. Right now, I'm a little bit. I got a little bit distracted today, trying to go for Gen 3 Nagata. But yeah, I'm trying to go for Gen 5 Momo. Just my stuff is getting kind of slow, so I restocked today. Though I need a breed.
Yeah, we need to keep breeding. How has the market been for your ninjas? Have you been selling them?
The market is actually really good. Someone today just started buying Gen 5s at like 0.7. It's actually, your friend Alien Farm came back.
Yeah.
And he wants to start a ninja farm now for the Asia launch.
Crazy guy.
So I got a nice contract.
Yeah, when he sets his mind to something, like he'll pump out whatever fancy it is or whatever cat it is. At one point, he had almost all of the all the Hintermint aliens in the game.
Nice. Yeah, he was asking me whether those are worth today. I was like, I don't know.
Nobody. The market has really changed. But the good thing about all these new fancies coming out is there's a mad dash to get the old traits that have it. Like we saw Hot Rod get cleaned up. And if you had like an orange soda Hot Rod, like you probably sold it for too cheap or you sold it for a very good price.
A lot of these fancies, though, they go on, like, they're really high for the first 24 hours, and then they go on a slow decline. And if you look, like, within 3 days, people start to panic sell. They panic sell their ingredients, they panic sell their fancies. And then after a week, it starts to fluctuate back to, like, a decent price, which I saw with Momo. I saw with this one. Happen with Stitches real fast.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I think also
a couple days, then the price usually comes back at least a little bit. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, I think one thing that's affecting fancies right now is that they're releasing many back to back to back. That the second you're done with one, it's like, oh, I need to start hunting this now, and then it drops the interest for the other one because everyone wants to try to get the new fancy or whatever. But I feel like they should slow down a little bit. It's just a little bit too much, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I think demand will be the number one thing. Like basically, there was a lull in the ninja market because the game was a little bit slower. But as soon as we started getting that China whale hype, all the ninjas started moving again and for much higher prices. Like so, I'm pretty optimistic. And I think the ice skating cat or whatever is going to be worth a lot. I think the Ernie prices could even go up, and the Mr. Purrs can go up, next week or so. So we'll see.
I think it's good that they're releasing these new fancies out this quick because, like, if they release it slower, then the same people would be hitting it every time. You know what I mean? Because it'll give enough. So now they give it a chance to like for everybody to hit it. You know, so you just have to pick and choose which one you actually want to hit first, and then you just commit to it. You know.
Or you're like me and try to go for every single one.
Yeah, so you're not forced to all go after the same fancy. I kind of like that.
Yeah, or it rewards the people that are good at breeding, you know, that like actually understand the system, which the whole point of the game is.
Or can buy materials really cheap when they come in and break into the farm. That's what I did.
Yeah, well, I like my strategy is I'm just focusing on the ninja market right now. I think it's super interesting because there are kind of a couple of things that I think make it unique, right? Like I think the ninja market appeals uniquely to the Asia launch, and you know you can use Nagatos to breed momos. So the Nagatos, like I most of the Nagatos that I make now are momo misses. So it's I think that all the fancies eventually will have, you know, I think Ernie might be used to make something else as well. I think Maneki Neko might be perhaps a tier 2 Ernie, you know?
Yeah.
That's also a possibility. Like maybe if you add wingtips and, you know, all that stuff that we thought were Maneki Neko, what if you had to add all of that to Ernie in order to get it?
Oh man.
Well, I think now's a good time to talk about Kittycash. What do you guys think?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, yeah, let's bring that up. So, Kittycash is our own token. We're going to use it to reward our viewers, and we're going to use it to just to give it away. So instead of giving cats away, we'll give Kittycash away. And let me pull it up right now. And we have a little marketplace to where you could, you know, buy cats. Right now it's a little manual, or it's completely manual actually. But in the future we might, you know, invest in a contract. So yeah, here's the link to the giveaway. If you're watching, feel free to enter, and you know, we'll give away some Kittycash after the stream. So I think from now on, if you guys do have any questions, or if you guys want to ask a little trivia about something that you know, now might be a good time to give some of the viewers Kittycash.
Wait, I missed last episode. What is Kittycash again?
Yeah, so Kittycash is our own ERC token, and we're going to use it as a currency to reward viewers on the stream. So viewers can earn Kittycash by watching the stream or participating. We might even have some contests. The whole reason for it is to not have to give away cats, and just to make it more fun. So all the links about Kittycash are in the description. I'm going to show you the Kittycash wallet right now and the cats that we have in the market. Wait, this is not the Kittycash wallet.
One Kittycash to the first person in chat that tells me what the highest price Mr. Perfect is right now.
Here's the Kittycash wallet. So the cheapest cat here is 2 Kittycash, and it's a Sass Cloud White Bobtail. I think we have some viewers that have earned Kittycash from the last stream. You will have to add the token to your metamask, and the instructions are in the description. Did Chuck really answer his own question? Or
answered it wrong too.
Yes.
Is you can go to the market and search for Mr. Perfect and price it by most expensive. Rodney, congratulations.
Oh, Rodney won. Let's see if Rodney could buy the bobtail. So it's super manual right now, guys. Please bear with us. We'll have to like take your order over the stream chat, but the instructions are all in the description. Yeah. So what's everyone working on right now?
Mr. Perfects until they're gone.
All right, let's check out Witty Kitty's profile.
Oh wait, I haven't. Well, I only have 5 or 6 of them right now.
I'm catching up to you, man. I have like.
I know.
5.
You have 5, right? You have 5, right? I saw. You're hitting.
Like, I was hitting really, really lucky rolls on some of them, though. I'll admit.
You have a 2 and a 4 and a 3 and a 4, right?
Yeah. I've been hitting that to get a 5 sometimes.
Yeah, I saw. You have 2. You hit 2 5s.
Yeah.
Dude, you're so lucky. I've only hit all my 3 of 4s and 3 of 4s and a couple of 3 of 2s, but.
See, when it comes to fancy breeding, you have to be kind of lucky too. Like the first one that got this fancy actually hit a recessive to get it.
Oh my gosh! Just like the guy that originally hit it, he hit it on a recessive.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to get really, really lucky.
I started trying to do that, but it never worked for me. I didn't even get the dominant to come out.
Yeah, I'm kind of, the way I do it is very like slow, I guess. I breed up and then I breed a lot of the traits and then I start breeding for it. So I'm never the first one to hit it, but I'm always like the third. Like this one, I hit the 3rd and the 5th one.
Yeah.
So like if you do it like that, you're never gonna be the last one. But I also had 50% of the top 10 that were made. So I made the first 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
So like if you do it like that, then it's like a good way to dominate.
And also if you build from 2 different branches, then you're able to breed them together at some point, and they're good, like to
like grandparents.
Yeah.
Grandchildren can bang, but yeah.
I want to breed some fancies. Witty Kitty, you have 9 pages of fancies.
I do?
Yeah.
Oh, most of them are Santas. Most of them are Santas that I couldn't sell until next year. I'm thinking they're gonna implement. It's gonna be a Santa has to breed with a certain kind of fancy to make like a reindeer or something.
Yeah, like a tier 2. That would be awesome.
Tier 2 Santa. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
That is actually gonna be pretty legit for any of these fancies. That they're required to make a mutation of some sort or something like that.
Have you read Ernie's bio?
No, let me pull it up.
No. Yeah. Ernie has a bio? I haven't even...
Fancies have bios? What?
Dude, it's mind-blowing. It like tells you a secret.
Okay.
I think.
All right. Hi, I'm Kitty number... But most people know me as Atomic number 79. Ooh, wait. 79? Is this the 79th?
No, keep on reading.
Okay. Well, it's rude to ask. My standard atomic weight is 196.9996. I was created to honor a momentous event, but some say I am merely the emissary for something greater. Stay golden. Oh my goodness, my mind is blown.
Right? Isn't that really cool?
Right.
Yeah, that's why I think in Ernie needs to. You need to add something to Ernie to get the Maneki Neko game.
It probably isn't out yet, but it will be out in the future.
That's why I'm like really, really surprised Ernie's are going down in price, because like
God,
I didn't even notice that.
Oh my gosh,
reading it hard again.
It's like
it's only gonna be you and me on that market trying to get Ernie's preparing for something.
I'm gonna buy an Ernie right now.
I like the fancy too. Ernie is like a cup or a trophy, basically. So I could see a trophy going with a lot of things.
You guys are just gonna send me on down another rabbit hole, wild goose chase right now. So maybe. I don't know. My theory with Maneki Neko, at least wingtips, bobtail, and calico are required. But I don't see how any of those traits could overlap with Ernie, because Ernie requires Berman orange soda, hot rod.
It has nothing to do with the luck kitty. So we know about, I think, 4 kitties that are coming.
Okay.
Right? With Asia. Can anyone name them?
Yeah, we have What is the ice skater? We have Maneki Neko. We have the ice skater. We have, is it the dragon kitty? And we also have like
what dragon kitty?
Golden dragon?
The golden dragon kitty?
The royal dragon, dude.
Who would be a good emissary for a golden dragon kitty?
Oh, okay, I see it. So does that mean we panic buy Serpent Verdi right now?
I don't think that the golden dragon kitty is going to be. But I did think that Ernie would use gold, so what do I know? And what do any of us know?
Yeah, what do any of us know?
Did you guys check Mr. Perfect's profile? Now that he got me looking at that one's pretty interesting too.
Okay, let me check it out.
Jeez, there might be some truth to them building to each other.
Yeah, let's just read all of the fancy profiles, starting now.
Yeah, that sounds so cool.
Hello, lover. You know that feeling when you see someone special and your stomach rises in your throat? That's me, great lover. The original feelings feline. And baby, I'm that feeling right. Ooh, hacking noises, hissing. Nope, sorry, it was just a hairball. I can't find any clues out of this. What do you see, Chuck?
The hissing part makes me kind of concerned.
Oh, gosh.
Why would he start kissing?
Why would he start hissing?
Yeah, maybe it's a snake fancy that's gonna need it or something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
You guys read way too much into this.
I think the other one was a lot easier to read, but that one I don't see.
Do you guys remember the time Chuck sent us all like searching for Trioculus for Ernie?
I remember.
Hey, it could have possibly been it. Okay, I wasn't on a bad path.
I wasted 0.05 on that, and then I was like, what am I doing? I was like, why am I even breeding for this?
Yeah, so in case you guys are just watching and wondering what we're talking about, we send each other on wild goose chases all the time because we're so excited. We're so excited to find the first fancy, and everybody has ideas, and sometimes the ideas are they just lead you down a rabbit hole.
Absolutely, it's easy to get carried away. It's a lot of fun though.
Yeah, just like my first 5 pages of my wallet. I don't even know what to do with it anymore.
All I can say about that is I'm really glad that those are beautiful kitties.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Nothing at all to do with one kitty.
If you look at Nagato's profile, if it hints at anything about Momo by any chance?
Yeah, that's a good...
Because those two are obviously connected.
I was reading my Momos, and they were just talking about how they like to breed.
Are they all unique profiles?
Yeah, there was nothing I saw from mine.
No, each Nagato has the same.
Yeah, it seems like this is a new thing that they might be trying, and I like it. Although, to be fair, right now fancies are all kind of very alike, so giving them all the exact same profile just makes them more alike, other than the background color. But
yeah,
and
that's
the
why
generation.
I'm skeptical that fancies will ever actually acquire an eye colored or background color, because then they'd all just look exactly the same.
You mean like Dracula?
Like Dracula.
Yeah, like Dracula.
Dracula requires
like
strawberry.
Mr. Perfect.
Yeah. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, Mr. Perfect uses strawberry.
Yeah.
That's why it's the same color.
Yeah, so they've already proven that they'll do it.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Those ones are even less unique.
But if you look at the genes, there's actually some that are really different. Like, I have a Gen 1 mistletoe pumpkin, which, pumpkin already, like, Gen 1 is pretty rare. But, like, yeah, I think it's a good way to get good traits.
There's a Gen 2 mistletoe baby puke.
Yeah, it's a good way to hide traits. Like, if you think one's going to like expire, it's a good way to secretly have one without people knowing.
I see.
So I have a pumpkin that I can use if I need one.
That's awesome.
And there's a lot of recessives you can hide in there too. So if you have like a jewel or something that's passed on to that
search for the pumpkin.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide traits in ducats. An army of ducats.
That's awesome.
Do you think there's gonna be a bigger purpose or a higher purpose for ducat?
Actually, so I have a kind of, not a theory, but more of a suggestion on that.
Yeah.
I think what would be really cool is if maybe for like an Easter kitty, if they just wanted to reward everyone who was playing at that time They could make a very easy Easter kitty. They could make it basically overwrite Ducket for a week, and every Cymric tongue for a week would come out as an Easter kitty. It would be a common fancy, but it would be like reward to players that they could all earn for themselves if they wanted. I think that would be a lot of fun. It's not something I think that they are thinking of doing, but it's kind of a suggestion I have.
Oh no, my only Gen 0 Cymric I would have to breed out. I don't know.
Well, you could just buy 2 ducats like for almost nothing and breed them together.
I like low generation things though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Getting a Gen 1 Easter kitty in that scenario would be the goal, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So my kitty is born. Let me pull it up. 522934.
Neckbeard one time.
404.
Wow, that's a lot of wingtips. Cloud white wingtips. If you need one.
Yes, guys! Oh my goodness! Oh
What?
my gosh!
You hit it.
I hit even more than I thought. I hit a 3% henna mutation.
I thought it was gonna be the fancy.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness! Oh,
And
streamer
is the
luck
jewel
is
there?
real.
Let's see the jewel.
Oh,
Oh god.
Wait, what? That's what you hit?
oh
That is
my
incredible.
gosh!
Yo, guys, this is
This is 2 tier 3 mutations on this.
guys. Streamer's luck
Hey,
is
where's the
real
neck
too, man. Like I just hit the cat that I was trying to hit all day.
Okay, let me pull yours up too. We'll share the spotlight right now.
Yeah, and your cat is much doper. Damn, I love that. I love the new Serpenize also,
Oh,
and I love
bubblegum in it. Wow.
Wow, that's awesome. It's so cute.
Pink and gray is so
It
nice.
looks like a bulldog. That's what I like.
It does,
looks like
yeah.
a little bulldog.
What should I do with this cat? It's so awesome. This is the first, this is one of the luckiest cats I've ever hit. I think I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, if you want to see the cat that I just hit, basically I need to make a bunch of Gen 5 Nagatos in the next couple days. And so I needed a 3 out of 4 to mate with my Gen 4 Nagato.
Okay, so you have the henna, you have the sly boots, you have the onyx, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Man, these colors, Jeff, these colors are amazing. Like, once you breed this cat out, it's gorgeous. I mean...
Yeah. Oh, I actually got a ninja breeder that actually turned out as an elk randomly today, too.
Yeah, congrats on this. That means you could breed more Gen 5 Nagatos, right?
Yeah, now I'm in business, man. I was waiting for that cat, and now I can get the bird.
Wait a second. This cat looks familiar. Did you buy this cat, or did you breed it?
Which one?
The Henna Otaku Wolf Gray, because I have a Henna Otaku Wolf Gray.
You have a Henna Otaku Wolf Gray Gen 3, bro? I think I'm the only one. That's the only world.
No, I think mine's Gen 4. It just looked familiar because I had the same exact color.
Yeah, I had to breed a Gen 2 Jag to hit that.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, okay, that was a lucky roll.
Yeah.
I was like...
I had a question for you guys. Would you happen to know when Asia is launching, actually? Any chance?
So it could be. So they actually put out a Medium article yesterday, which I think...
Did
does
they
anyone...
say 2 weeks? Or...
Basically what happens is they submitted to the Apple Store today, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it just takes a little bit of time to get approved, and
yeah, like 24
really
hours to 4 weeks or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I bet like I think it'll be probably like 6 days. That's my estimate. 5 to 6 days.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
But that's just my prediction. But yeah, I'm gonna check. I want to see if this thing has any recessives on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna list this cat just for the sake of listing it. I don't plan on selling it, but if somebody buys it for that price, they buy it for that price. Just don't want to miss the front page of the market. Wow, that is awesome. I even got the neckbeard mutation. First 100. I'm
Hey,
like...
you know what I realized is that this thing that I just made has sky blue. And I've been thinking that Sky Blue, like I think that there might be more ninjas out there. And I think one of them might actually use Sky Blue. So I don't know. This could be an interesting thing to test it with, because I'm gonna breed the Sky Blue into the bloodline at a pretty early gen now.
So Nagato is Wolf Gray.
Yeah.
And Momo is Blood Red.
Well, Momo also is Wolf Gray and Blood Red.
Okay, Wolf Gray and Blood Red. What if
the eyes changed, right?
Yeah, the eyes changed. So I'm assuming that the Sky Blue one would need a different eye as well.
Yeah.
Maybe bad date?
Barate.
Do you think it's already out, or it's a trait that hasn't been released just yet?
I think it's already out.
For 6 trait fancy?
Oh no.
Yeah, don't you guys remember?
Trying to go for the 6 trait ninja.
Don't you guys remember the breeder email that they sent out, that they listed a bunch of questions talking about Blood Red, Sky Blue, and
yes, there was a Twitter poll, and the last one was pink, like your
bubblegum.
So yeah, it's possible that we will end up with both a blue and a pink ninja as well, which would be fantastic.
Yeah, that makes me really happy to hear Alan, on board with that theory.
I'm very on board with that theory.
I think it's true, because 2 of them have come out, right?
Exactly.
Black as Your Soul or whatever.
Yes.
Exactly. They also said that Momo and Nagato have a mysterious history that we are yet to uncover, right? So I think they have a child together.
or maybe twins. A boy and a girl. Well, I guess all kitties are both boys and girls, so that doesn't quite work. Even Mr. Perfect, Mr. is his first name. It's not actually a him.
Oh yeah, he has like a little backstory that's weird too.
Yeah, so that's kind of something that I think is fun that they're building on.
Like it makes you want to get the
fancy. They talked about Dr. Purr, and Dr. Purr is responsible for the mutations and for elk and trioculus. So all of these weird-looking kitties that aren't very kitty-like, we can all blame on Dr. Purr.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, so I can't wait to see this story expand. I really love that they're doing this.
You, Alan, just to make all these little stories and stuff like that.
Well, they're doing it. It's just you have to know where to look.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. Like the more fancies you get, the more stories are. Like what would be really cool is if each fancy gave you a little tip to a super fancy or something like that. Like it tells
that would be really great.
But it's like very cryptic or something like that.
Right. So every fancy we discover is a new hint. Instead of them releasing them on Twitter, we have to discover fancies to uncover hints towards the super fancy. I love it.
I think that'd be like amazing for the game.
That is the kind of thing that wouldn't surprise me if that's going on behind the scenes. They sometimes feel like they've thought of everything.
Hey, is the site working for you guys?
Yeah, I just bred mine together.
Mine's not working.
Mine's not working. I did a breed, but it hasn't come out, and it should have come out like immediately almost.
I'm sorry, Neckbeard Banks. Henna, you're not gonna be in the spotlight. Gosh, this is such
that had Manx too. Wait, I don't understand. How did that happen?
It was a recessive mutation.
Chance.
Yeah, it was a recessive mutation.
Can you bring that up on Kittycash and let's actually see exactly
it wouldn't show it because because it's recessive mutation. We don't list those.
Streamer
well, you can show that it's just a tiny percent.
At Bex. Oh yeah, it doesn't show all 3 combinations, right? Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I'm gonna look at the genes to figure it out because that is.
Yeah, sometimes it just seems like someone's watching. Someone from above is watching.
I think streamer luck is real. If anyone is watching, please start streaming before you breed.
Yeah, breed while you're streaming.
I think it's fair.
And I think I won for the night.
Yeah, well
so
done.
Did we want to bring Money on tonight? And he had a couple of things that he wanted to talk about. Basically, what brought him into the game and why he invested as much as he has. I think it'd be interesting to hear from him.
We're halfway into our stream, and now's the perfect time to bring Money on.
Money? So do you guys know Money? Money was actually one of my first friends. He sired. He I sold him and sired a bunch of my like cats. Like he was one of the first people that I ever kind of like started talking to in the game. It's really cool, and it was really nice to see him come back. So it's awesome that some of our original friends, the OGs, are starting to flock back.
Yeah, he actually wants to share his the reasons why he's coming back, and I think a lot of my friends have came back too. It'll be interesting to hear it. Can you get money on this call?
So we're actually at our limit.
Limit.
Yeah, we can only have so many people in here.
All right, guys.
So I might drop out, and then you guys can.
No,
can
you
bring
stay here. I think one of us is not. Not
Yeah.
Drop out for a while. Someone disconnecting. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
I think the Fed is. We can bring him back later.
Yeah, we'll just make a new Discord after the stream, and we'll get everybody back in.
You guys know the Gen Zero floor just hit 0.3.
Oh goodness.
So
If
did
somebody
y'all?
has Ether, I'd pick it up.
did y'all find out what was going on? There was the bug that was preventing people from being able to complete purchases for a while. Looks like it was actually a MetaMask bug, and since MetaMask is everything goes through MetaMask, everything was failing except if you used the smart contract. It was an interaction between the website and MetaMask, so it's kind of interesting. We're still at the point where
we're dependent on an extension. Yeah, I would very much prefer it if everything could be done.
Alan, what are your expectations
natively
for the app?
So the app is going to be really interesting. I've been all over the place, and what that means for me is I have no idea. For a while, I was really hoping that it would be a full featured app, and then they dropped a lot of hints that really it would be a place where you could kind of browse things, but then you'd have to go onto your desktop in order to actually complete any transactions, which disappointed me a lot, right? But it also made sense because it's hard to do a lot of this stuff on an app. But now there are app web browsers that let you have a wallet. And then there are these theories floating around that some of these kitties that were being bought up for the app, and they will have their own purchase system. And so it's really interesting.
I think I heard that they're actually building their own in-house solution for the app. So they're not going to be using MetaMask, but I believe that it will be possible to buy from them. That's at least what I heard from Benny.
That would make a lot of sense, especially given some of the MetaMask issues that they faced. But yeah, I have no idea. I don't even have educated guesses on this one. I'm excited to find out though, and I wish that we were getting the app at the same time because I don't feel like we're going to get a lot of information about the app from China. Maybe I'm wrong though.
Yeah, definitely.
I should say from Asia because it's not just China.
So good news, guys. The gilded mutation floor is now 0.5.
Wow. Well, good news for you. You've bought in, right?
I have a
or
few,
did you buy above that floor?
I'm not. Yeah, I bought.
You're not in it to sell. So.
Yeah, I'm not in it to
so
sell.
That means that I could sell my neckbeard for 0.5.
Yeah, you probably could. There's another one on the market for 0.5. I'm forgetting all the jewels I have. I have nacho cheese.
I probably wouldn't sell it. I probably wouldn't sell my neckbeard gilded for less than 2. I might wait for it to hit that, or I might just keep it because I love it.
I'm keeping mine for the utility.
Yeah, exactly. I might, I should probably just mint kitty hats or something, and then that would.
I'm gonna put some kitty hats on my cat right now. What would go good with it?
We actually had a cool update. Valentine. If you guys want some romantic accessories.
Yeah. This bracelet goes well with it.
Okay, so you guys can invite Money to the group now, and I'm really interested to hear what he has to say, but I'll be listening to the stream from the outside. Thanks, guys.
Okay, thank you for coming on, Alan.
All right, thanks. Yeah, for sure, man. Always amazing to have. always astounded.
Gracias, Ellen.
Yeah, people seem to be liking the duck. The duck hat, the beret. The beret is interesting. That's kind of a little sneak peek or a kind of promo or a hint at something to come in the coming weeks. So stay tuned. I believe a Breeders' Club email actually hinted at some interesting stuff on the horizon. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
Wait, do you guys have a fancy with CK2?
Oh, jeez.
What do you mean? What do you mean a fancy?
Do you?
Like, you know how all these like they made a product hunt fancy for product hunt?
Ooh.
Do you guys, are you implying that there might be a fancy that's going to be related to kitty hat?
Chuck's mind is going to explode right now.
Yeah, I don't want to mislead you and say, oh, like that's not something I believe that we're working on right now. But there is some pretty cool stuff on the horizon, so stay tuned.
I'm trying to look for the most beautiful tiger onyx right now. Oh, this cat. I saw this cat a couple of days ago. And what do you guys think in the chat of it? What do you think of this cat? It's so crazy.
Oh, I saw those. I saw those today. Those are pretty cool. I want an onyx.
That was mine. Go back.
I really want an onyx Norwegian tiger. Oh, is that one?
Yeah, the bubblegum in the eyes is on point.
That is a crazy cat.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind buying this cat. This is awesome.
I really want a SAS Onyx Norwegian like tiger. I actually have a
Onyx Norwegian tiger. Okay. I don't think they exist. No.
Or like a you know what's also really cool? Norwegian soda looks like a tiger. Especially Norwegian orange soda tiger looks like a tiger. Like, I feel like that should be a fancy.
Pretty blue one, right there.
Oh, let me. Oh, you have one? Do you have one, Lucy?
Yeah, I picked one up off the market and repriced it.
Nice. Yeah, I saw that.
I like the sky blue on it. The contrast is really nice, and that's icy too.
You guys want to add money to the?
Yeah, can somebody add him?
I don't think I'm friends with. I was money 1439.
So Poppy Beck says breed with 495548 SAS Onyx Norwegian. Oh, this is such a cute kitty.
Yeah, I'm trying. I have a SAS koala Norwegian Gen 2, so I should be able to hit one.
I love the new traits. There was a time where all the traits coming out of Kitty Clock was like Spangled, Grim.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a really inexpensive sire price too.
Was it?
That's a really nice one. What gen is that?
Oh yeah, Gen 8 catatonic. I like.
People are paying 0.05 to Cyrus Goldfinger, so I think 0.08 for that. It's fine.
Yeah, I really like the lilac and the icy on the Onyx. This is awesome.
Very, hey guys, nice I think we have money on the stream right now.
Oh hey, money.
What's up, bro? Can you hear me, man? I'm excited to hear your voice after all these years.
After all these years. Lucy, thank you for the cat. It worked out really well.
Anytime.
Yeah, let's get Money's wallet. Money, can you give me a cat that you own so I could go to your wallet?
Yeah, I'll pop it over to you right now. I just kind of started up again after a short period of time of being off. Was to who? To JiHoz or to Poopie?
Yeah, this is Poopie, man. I know we were talking about how how you returned into the game and from a short
Yeah,
break.
I didn't even know you guys all knew each other. Like I knew Money from the first couple of days that I played. Actually, this is JiHoz, by the way, bro.
Yeah, man, what's up? I'm like starstruck right now. I always watch the freaking stream.
Oh, what? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, well, like I just figured I'd wait to see what happened, like would play out with the market and stuff. So I didn't really want to touch anything. But it
Yeah.
is addicting as hell, and I'm mentally
Yeah.
insane. So I had to
Nice,
get back
dude.
in, you know.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
came
man.
back in at the
So-
right time.
Yeah, he came back in right before things started to heat up too, like a couple of days.
Yeah.
So you have some crazy family jewels, right?
Yeah.
That's what you were showing me. You have like first extensions, right?
Yeah, I bought the first Wix and the first Spock.
What?
I
Oh,
really...
dude, that was
Yes,
you that
that's
bought that
him.
Spock for 3?
That is him.
Damn,
Damn,
This
dude,
is
we
the
got a
money.
high roller here. His name is Money, guys.
Yeah. No, that was a great buy on the Spock. I saw it and I was like, wow, this is the cheapest diamond right now in the market. And it's beautiful.
Dude, I almost submitted. I think I popped up MetaMask and then chickened out on Neckbeard for 1.3, the diamond.
So,
dude, if I knew that, I would have taken out more money.
Dude, I almost bought it like on my birthday as a present to myself, I think.
Yeah.
And then I chickened out, man. So bad.
An expensive bird, dude. I spend more on cats than my vacation coming up. What am I doing in my life? But in reality, this is, I think, so the reason why I think I came back like right at the right time is because I saw that that this guy was buying everything up right the last couple of days, whoever this mystery person is, and obviously there's some theories revolving around whether it's like the Asian partner of Axiom Zen or whatever, and then or if it's just but then I thought to myself like, okay, but what motivation does that person have to like what motivation would a partner company have of buying him all up, right? Unless like they're trying to profit.
Yeah.
Not so. It's interesting to me like that would that happen. So I thought maybe then at that point, if it's just somebody that wants to profit, then they're doing the right thing. Then I guess because then they're basically really doubling down on the whole Gen Zero thing. But when then they announced the whole jewels thing, and as soon as I saw that like spinning diamond, I was like, well, this has to be the play. Like this, like they basically gave rarity to all those cats that didn't have a rarity really, other than just a title of being first, right?
Yeah.
So that really spurred to me of like a really really good chance of being able to grab some early, and being able to like be one of the 100 or so special owners. And I know that it's even less than that because some people own 2 to 5 of these things, right? And so I really feel like as the game progresses, because we've only been doing this for like 3 months, I think, right? Since November, and we're already 500,000 cats in, so we're looking at another 3 months and another 3 months. By the time we get to November, we could be on like 2 or 3 million cats, and from there, I mean, they're only going to get more rarer as it goes, right?
Yeah,
pretty
absolutely.
much. And so it's just I figured that I would just find some decently cheap ones and see if I could find it in my heart to bust out the wallet and break the bank for them. But yeah, I grabbed a couple. I put them up for like an arbitrary amount for sale, but I don't really expect them to sell right now. I obviously am thinking more long term, and I think long term, the reason why I really like CryptoKitties as opposed to other games, and why I think this is the game to stick with, is because of its longevity, its durability, and how long the team has worked on it. I really feel like they've really, sorry I'm talking so much.
No.
They really put a lot of effort into this, that the contract isn't breaking, and that everything's going okay, and that people are succeeding, and there's actually a chance to be profitable and a collector, and they're adding more to the game, and so far it's outlasted everything else, whatever they have, like the other Ethereum games, and everybody's tried to release those puppy games and whatnot, and this still continues to be the top thing that people are doing. So I think that once it does break through to Asia, and then plus the fact that guy was buying up everything, was a really bullish sign in my opinion. So I'm seeing Gen Zeros go for 0.3 right now. I could easily see them going for 3 10 months from now, so that's pretty much what, like, the way I see it is a 10x opportunity, and if I had more money, I'd probably be investing, even more
Yeah,
into
man.
that.
Definitely. I mean, I think one of the 2 days ago or 3 days ago we streamed and they were at 0.3, and by the next stream we did, they were we were selling them for 1.5, right? So these things, the market is this game has a very small market cap relative to the amount of money that can be poured in and is potentially waiting in on the sidelines, right? If one whale can spike prices like that, I think I said this earlier, but yeah, I think you guys get the point. Like, if there were four whales, right, and I think there are people on the ground in Asia who know more than us, who are getting super bullish on the game. So yeah, I'm really excited, and I think 4 ETH this month is potentially on the table.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I feel that 4 ETH is it's not going to take whatever 4 months. I think it's going to happen immediately as this launch. Just going to start spiking like crazy. Like we saw a little glimpse of it with just one bot buying stuff. The kitty clock went up to like 2 ETH easy after 1 day almost.
From one person. Imagine if there were 10.
One person, yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine a ton of people trying to buy in, and the clock keeps going up because there's not enough Gen Zeros to buy or whatever. Yeah. It's gonna get ridiculous.
Did you guys see Benny's post earlier?
Yeah, can we get the Twitter link to that so we can see that?
Yeah, sure. It's Benny from the team, right?
I'm gonna link it in this way.
Okay.
Benny's my bro, man. He's just getting so excited. And so the reason, well, let's pull it up.
I think he's right, man.
What's up, Padbot? Love to give you a shout out, man. Padbot's a really good player.
Yeah. Shout outs to Padbot. Andy says, oh yeah, he thinks we're back. I agree. And now we have like the opportunity, for organic growth. And
yeah. So what does it say? So read it out.
Yeah. And we're back. The OG, the kitties, and the masses. We still haven't launched in China yet. Wait until you see this chart in 2 weeks. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of scared. Like I might be priced out. That's why I'm making my purchases right now.
Yeah. It's FOMO, bro. That's the definition of FOMO.
Yeah, FOMO for the new crypto people in the chat. Fear of missing out. I mean, it's for everything, but we use FOMO and FUD a lot.
Yeah. Oh man, the hype that's been coming because of this launch, it's just been like, you just feel like a little like breeze going through right now, and like you just feel like there's like this wave coming, like that you won't be able to be prepared for. So I don't know.
Yeah, man. I mean, so this is my reasoning, right? Benny is the guy on the ground in China. I believe he's been in Hong Kong for the last couple of weeks, right? So he's been doing all this stuff behind the scenes. This guy is super. He's a really dedicated and interesting individual. I hope he's listening. I hope he listens. Actually, I think I have a lot of respect for this guy. I think he's a really smart guy. I think he's going to do a great job with the Asia launch, and I don't think that he would be, making these bold proclamations if he didn't, see that things were going really well.
Yeah, I think he knows something. I agree with you.
I agree too.
I think he definitely knows something. In terms of what's going on.
Hey, I had a question for you, Money. Were you playing when the game first launched, by any chance?
Yeah, I was, but I wasn't. But man, it was like impossible to buy anything.
Do you happen to remember how much Gen Zeros were going, like at its peak, by any chance, just to get a reference?
I'm thinking it wasn't. It was larger than 2 for sure.
I think it was like 6 or something for the.
It was. I remember seeing 3.5s for sure. But man, it was nuts. It was absolute. I mean, it was absolutely nuts. Like, my kid just trying to get a transaction through was impossible. And but it was a good time. I think it was like really enjoyable. But I was a helping paw, and then someone removed me. I don't know why, but when someone put me as a helping paw, I was getting like 40 DMs a day from people trying to get like help, and it was stunning to me how fast it was growing and how much people were working towards it. I appreciate you browsing through my crappy little portfolio there.
Dude, you still have some cats that I gave you or sold, I guess sold you back in the day, right?
Dude, I still have your grandma, dude.
The grandma, dude. I think grandma's awesome.
I'll send her back to you. I think
What?
it's a rare
Nah,
cat.
man. It's okay.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of Gen 90s and stuff because Alan and I were working on getting a Gen 100 for me that might look semi decent. It's the one that's selling for 1F or whatever. It's I think that the whole Gen 100 thing might be lucrative to an extent, of course. Obviously, it's not as good as like a first ever of a cat, but I think that people are inherently lazy.
Yeah.
And because they're so lazy, they're not gonna want to do that. They're just gonna go, breed with a 99 or just make 100,
Mhm.
And so I think that'll be like a play. And
Some of
that one came out kind of derpy. It has 4 diamonds on it, but
some people, yeah, some people in the chat are saying that they remember 11 ETH being on the kitty clock, and a lot of people are confirming that that's what they saw too around that time.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow.
I don't think you guys have anything to worry about. I think people that are like, I started crypto when I was very young. When Bitcoin was very young, I was buying Bitcoin to $28 a piece, and this is literally what it feels like. It's the exact same feeling, and it's the exact same kind of ride for a while, where like you get like a small pump of like a thrill ride, and then it slowly goes back down, and then it starts moving again, and it feels exactly the same way. I swear, like I've only had this feeling 2 times in my life with Bitcoin and these cats.
But that's awesome. Yeah, like I think we just gotta ride the waves. I also have a really good feeling about this, or else I'd go probably get a job. So.
No, I feel like one thing I've always been thinking about is, I don't know, I just feel that the price is going to rise, but it has to hit a peak, in my opinion, unless the game really is just going to explode to being a worldwide sensation kind of thing.
Yeah, I think we're
Why
going to
not,
bubble.
man?
I think
Why
it's going to
not?
explode, and then I think we'll have like really good growth.
But I do feel like there's a lot of hype coming for like a lot of people coming.
Yeah. Do you guys know about like waves and like fractals and stuff, right? I think like we had the A wave. I think we're like about to start the B wave, and then the C wave might, last years or something. And I don't know. Like, I don't think this game will top out until we have options on these cats, until we have crowd-funded buying of founders, until people can use these cats as collateral.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Crowdfunded founder buys is interesting.
Yeah.
I would purchase.
And these cats are not securities, right? The only thing that would kill this game is if the SEC comes in and reclassifies these things as securities. That's honest to God my opinion. Because right now, like, they're actually super useful, and there's a lot of functionality that can be added to these cats, right? Like, I don't want to sell my cats because of like tax. Like, I feel like they're super useful for like tax purposes too within the crypto market.
Yeah, I don't think you guys have anything to worry about. Even people that are buying cats now and buying Gen Zeros now are going to be rewarded later. I just really don't think that somebody spends that much ether for no reason. I really don't. Either whether or not it's a partner of the game or if it's somebody that is involved with the game, I think, or it's somebody that's making a long-term investment. Regardless of whatever the motivation is, like that person has to know something. There's you don't just start buying up cats for no reason. And at the rate that guy was doing it, it was very bullish. Like it's going to be a good long-term play, I think. And well, I guess we'll see by come November what happens with the Gen Zeros. Obviously from that point they'll just all start growing in value. So
yeah, that's the next like date everyone should have in their minds is November 2018 is when the last Gen Zero will be released from Kitty Clock, and after that, everything's gonna be up to the players pretty much.
Yeah, so Money, are you working on anything interesting right now other than the Gen 100 mission?
I'm constantly keeping tabs of all the gildeds and the spinning diamonds still out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like McDuff here just took this cat that I just linked, the Starstruck gilded for 0.15.
Yeah, that was
I
on my
think that was a
radar.
steal.
I was actually gonna buy that one. It was sitting there the entire day.
I'm very jealous because that's a really good price. I think that gildeds right now will probably sell for half to 1 ether,
Mm-hmm.
and in the future, I know it's not a spinning diamond, but it's still a top 10 cat. So
Yeah,
And
yeah,
and they have this functionality, right? To link back.
yeah.
Did the amethyst also link back?
The only issue that I saw with this is the offspring. This cat really mutated like a bunch of yokels, so that means that they're not gonna be linking back unless unless another Wovme pops out of it. Um, if I saw this cat earlier this morning and it had like a bunch of Wovme, is that the trait? Starstruck, sorry. It had a bunch of Starstruck offspring. I would have like snapped it up for 0.15. I was sitting on it and debating the entire day, and I ended up snatching that Otaku 5544. Did you see that? Money?
no, I didn't.
All right, check this out. 5544 is the ID. I bought this for 0.3.
Dude, that's a good. You bought a cat in the 5500.
Yes, for 0.3 gilded mutation.
What? Nice. Right.
What is it? It's an Otaku gilded?
Yeah, and it has like, oh, I'm using a really cool tool right now. This is from the community member iDance. You could see the tree of descendant or your descendants. I'm not sure if it shows everything above the 3rd generation, but this cat has like at least 100 offspring with Otaku.
Dude, that was a good buy.
Yeah,
I made a buy like that 2 days ago as well. I bought I think it was 31.99.
okay.
It was a cloud white gilded for 0.39.
Oh wow.
Pretty much same thing.
Wow. I'm gonna pull your cat into this tool.
Yeah, I think early gens, like anything in the 4 digits, I think will be really valuable. Obviously, I think the 500s will really stand out because it's a 3-digit.
Yeah, the low ID floor has been going up too, so. Oh.
Yeah, if you guys, I'll share a secret.
Sure. Jeff, can you say that one more time? I think you were breaking up.
Sorry. Do you guys use Roll Dice Club at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. It's become one of my favorite sites, actually.
Okay, yeah. So if you go to the header, you can go to Market.
Okay.
You'll see the most. I guess it has the 100 most recent auctions, right? So you can see stuff as it comes on sale. And then you can just look at the numbers. So as soon as a low ID goes on sale.
Oh goodness! Wow, this is really good.
Whoa! So you hit market and then what?
Yeah, you just look at start price, end price. So.
That guy also, the person who's making this website, he also did a genes thing, like Kaiko gene on his cats too, right?
Yeah, he did. So I could bring up one of these cats, and wow, he's been updating it every single day, man. Props to you, Roll Dice Club.
Yeah.
Like,
man,
please reach out to me because I've sent you a couple messages if you're listening.
Dang, I love that.
Look, he even has the parents' genes on there too. Like,
do you guys know if this is API based? Like he's just pulling it straight from the API?
He's doing it from the contract.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. That's pretty fast.
So the site does not even need to update. The API doesn't need to update.
Yeah, because that's the problem with CryptoKitty decks is that when you breed something and it comes out, you can't check its genes immediately. So this has been helping me a little bit, as well as the kitty calc read feature. Those two things together is like gets you all the information you need.
Yeah, because we at Kitty Calc we pull it from the contract too. So as soon as your cat is born, you could pull your genes up.
That's impressive. It'd be. I'm really curious to learn how to read the contract, because apparently you can read the recessives right off of that, right?
Yeah, you can. It actually, if you're using the Infura API, it actually returns it to you in, it returns it to you in hex. So you'd have to convert it, unless you knew the hex for each gene. But now that we have all these tools out, like you're better off just using the tool.
Well, yeah, I guess. What is? Man, I'm so new to this crap. What is Infura API?
Oh yeah, so Infura is, gosh, let me pull it up. I actually don't even know what it is. I just know that we use their API to read the contract.
Oh, okay.
I wish I had that API call here.
The reason why I'm so interested is because that's how this guy got bad date. Is because he just waited for the right cats to come out and grabbed them and made one, right?
Oh really? So he bought it right when it came out?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm amazed at how advanced you guys are. You guys, like everybody who's really into this game, has turned it into a whole different level, right? And I expect China to do the exact same thing. But it basically, whenever a Gen Zero releases with a new unknown trait, this guy knows about it immediately. He buys it. He waits for the second one. He buys that one, and then he breeds them until he gets the recessive trait.
Yeah, and that could be easily coded. Just whenever you have a trait or a gene that's unknown in your table, just immediately buy it. I think CryptoKitties is heading to is making a huge turn, and it might be like War of the Scripters, War of the Coders.
Oh, it will be 100%.
Yeah, because it seems like a lot of the auto-birther guys, they're starting to just get into, buying and selling cats. There's some money to be made there flipping these cats if you get the first of the trait. Actually, there's a lot of money to be made there. Like
spinning diamonds, dude. Spinning the diamond.
Yeah, exactly. Like if we were to see one right now pop up, that's already like a 10 Ethereum cat for the first person that buys it. I'm just basing it off of like the Gen Zero Gold that sold. And that was a spinning diamond, and that guy sold it for 8.88 in less than a couple hours, I think. And now look, he's putting it on the market for 25. So free kitty, congrats on the buy. I guess he thinks he could get 25 Ethereum for it.
Oh, he can. I think he, if this game does take off, then these cats will be worth a lot more.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of a kind. It really is one of a kind, and it says it's one of a kind here. So, and right now, what do we have? Like 135 traits or 138 traits that are known?
Yeah.
So that means that there are 138 one of a kind cats in existence right now for the spinning diamond or the diamond mutation.
Wow. Where does it say one of a kind here?
Well, first ever mutation. So I basically say that's one of a kind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, if you go to like the mutation tooltip and just hover over it.
Yeah. Crazy.
Those things are going to be valuable, man. I think that's going to be a big play, especially in the future as new traits.
How is this going to affect like a player who doesn't have access to all these tools and contracts, though? I feel like it's just going to be the ones that profit are just going to be because they can grab everything immediately off the market.
Yeah, I think so too. And I mean, they're going to be constantly crawling the contract to read the genes of the latest born Gen Zero cats. And before we even see the cat in, the marketplace, that cat's going to be sold. Yeah.
Yeah, it already happens now.
So there you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think it's gonna prevent other people
people who aren't devs from. I don't think it'll prevent.
No, no, we could just
being
pay,
able to
we could just
profit.
pay a developer to build a bot for us, you know. And
Yeah,
just hope that it doesn't fail and buy like a Gen 2 elk for 1.5 Ethereum. But
Dude, the elk one. Sorry to interrupt. The elk one, the spinning diamond on it is amazing.
really?
It says wild element.
Oh yes, that's right.
It says that. So there's 3 left
Okay.
that are under 10 ether, and I think all 3 are really good buys. Like spinning diamonds left, and the elk one is literally says a wild element on it.
Yeah, I really like the word.
It's a Gen 1 too, right? The first elk.
Is it Gen 1?
I think it's Gen 1, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy because basically the first elk was Gen 1, and then I think how many Gen 1 elks are there? Like very few.
Yeah, and I love how this is the only animation in the game. It's so simple, but it's like it really stands out. Wild element. That's awesome. And yeah.
Dude, that 8 ether price will be 80 one day. I promise you.
Oh, hi, bro.
I don't wanna be like some sort of like crazy bull man here, but the fact that, like, for example, like it it looks so apparent, you know, this trait is really gonna make people wanna be interested in this, and it has 123 likes on the thing. Like,
Oh yeah.
people already love it.
And also another thing is people are theorizing that elk will specifically mutate into the dragons for the dragon fancy. So
man.
that could hype up elk like a ton more because a lot of people will have them because they're trying to get the mutation to happen.
What do you guys think of the founder badge? Is it going to be used for something in the future? It's like a little sapling.
I think the 300F price is a little ridiculous, but
Yeah, but for any founder, just use this as an example. This is founder number 5.
I think those will probably stay right there forever. I'm interested in like what you're looking at right now, like like what more can they do to the front page to enhance it or make it more interesting. But like the founder badge, obviously, will, you know.
I like the spinning diamond better. The animation just wins it for me.
I had to join back in the call. I feel like the founder badge is going to evolve into something because it's a seedling.
Yeah,
so I think it's going to grow into something bigger and better than the diamond eventually, because they wouldn't make their founder cats have something less special than anything else that they release, I would think. You know, because there's only 100 of them.
Yeah.
And there's only Jags and Beards possible, Chestnut possible in Gen Zeros. So there's only like 25 of each of those.
There's going to be a purpose for the founder, I think, and it's going to be like the best of the best fancy. Maybe it might be like the highest level tiger or dragon or white lion or something like that. I don't know.
And I'm not saying that because I have a couple, but I think like it's actually going to happen. Like it's going to be something really cool, but we just have to wait because this whole game has kind of been rewarding us slowly as we waited, you know?
Yeah. What if 3 months from now we saw the seedling evolve into like a sapling? And
that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, and then like 6 months from now it was like a little tree, and then in November it evolves.
And then every jaguar or anything that had jaguar has like some kind of special thing to let you know it came from a certain founder.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
And there's so much they could do, and I think they showed us this with Family Jewels. Just like
all the jaguars have to come from one of the founders, so then they could all link back to the founders someday, I guess. Like with the number on them or whatever, like number 2, number 3, number 48.
That would be awesome. So, Witty Kitty, do you want to share the new founder that you bought with us?
Yeah, JiHoz and I actually split it kind of.
What's the ID?
75-25. It's 84, and if you look at the genes of it, it's pretty dank.
All right, let me take a look.
Most powerful founder.
It is the most powerful founder?
It's insane, actually.
All right, we're gonna see it.
Yeah, so
Whoa.
Woody and I basically used the China whale. We used the China whale as an opportunity to pick this thing up. I put in 25%. He put in 75%. I think I still have an option to be able to buy out the other 25%. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just need to stack some walla over the next week or so.
How much did that thing cost?
20 ETH. But
Whoa, big ballers up in here.
Nah. It was just, in my eyes, it was trading 12 old Gen Zeros for that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great way to look at it.
It's a great deal. And I bought
12 Kata Gen Zeros.
12 of the worst Gen Zeros.
Like the Gen Zeros that we turned into the cat, I believe me and Witty Kitty, we both got at like around 0.1, 0.08 and sold for 1.5.
So you guys got this founder for like 2 Ethereum.
2 ETH.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like we had 20 ETH, so what's it called, sunk costs. But
it's a cute one too. It's like really good looking.
Cute. It's beautiful.
And it has R1, R2 otaku.
I
and
saw that.
Pull up the. Let's try and find a pair for it. Like, what would be the most godly pair?
Okay. Let's do that. All right. So you definitely. We need to figure out what the mutation for orange soda is going to be, but I know it's going to be a ragdoll. Ragdoll Amber. What does chocolate mutate with?
Chocolate doesn't mutate yet. I don't believe.
Okay. Wow, the symbol with the otaku is so good. Do you guys want to explain why it's so good?
It's so good because you use simple and otaku to make fabulous, and there's only 2 existing fabulous Gen 1s.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very, very rare trait, and
this is the key to Gen 2 wingtips, guys. Gen 2 wingtips, let's go.
Gen 2 wingtips hot rod.
Hot rod, yeah. Neckbeard.
Here, I'm gonna post in chat. I actually spent a lot of time looking through most of the founders, and that was one of the best pairs I found. No, I can't put a link in the right here. I'll post it in the stream chat.
Okay.
But there's a 5.36% fabulous in Gen 1. And then a Dolly 3.52%. So like both of those together are worth like a significant amount with the Jaguar already, because it's 100% Jag.
Oh my goodness! So you're guaranteeing
Jags Gen 1 with purebred, and then these as an extra bonus. 11.38% otaku and 5.36 fabulous.
Yeah, that is awesome. That is like, what would that be worth? Jaguar, fabulous, Dolly.
Henna, dude. Henna Fab, Dolly.
No, he's going for the Jaguar with this one, breeding two founders together.
Oh, true.
Well, that one's just guaranteed. Oh yeah.
So what would you do? Would you like rotate the breeds? Would you try to go for Henna in the first breed? Just go for the guaranteed Jaguar the next breed?
We haven't really talked about it yet. We're looking for pairs.
I think they should not mix in the Amour or whatever, because Amour's gonna trigger getting just a simple Amour sometimes. So keeping it Jaguar is probably better.
So just keep going for the Jaguar Dolly Fabulous.
I would say that because if they mess up or they get one bad roll on it, it's gonna not mutate and it's gonna land on Amour and then it's worthless and it's just a waste.
Sure.
I mean, it might get the recessives, but it's still not going to be what they want.
We need to breed this founder bus. So basically, you're saying that you need to breed this with another founder.
Is he lagging?
Yeah,
I think you need to close the app on your laptop. I think you need to breeding the founder here.
I think you guys are breaking up. Can you try again?
Are they both breaking up?
Yeah, because I hear you perfectly, Money.
Wait, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure. I think it was a lag spike.
Hey, we got a tweet coming from Quietest1 that came in. Let me pull it up on the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
So the thing is, when I bought this, when I talked to the Fed, when I talked to the Fed about trying to get this this founder, I wanted to be straight up. I told him that it's probably the most powerful one that he had, and I think he should get something for that. And, he didn't. He just said, yeah.
You lagging again?
Yeah, Jeff, you're lagging.
Weird. Let me see.
Jeff, get off the phone. The dial-up connection can't hold, man.
Hey, is that better? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you, Witty Kitty.
Okay. I think get the...
Founder Cat 84, wow.
Yeah, awesome. If I could sell one of my rares, the first thing I'm going to do is buy a founder. I just need to sell one of them. But I think after seeing this founder with the dominant simple R1, R2 otaku, like, I don't know. Witty Kitty, are there any other founders that have this?
Yeah. One was just bought, Somnolence bought one, but it didn't have simple, but it had the R1, R2 otaku,
Okay.
I think. And then there's a few more. This one definitely has the best chance at fabulous, which is the main trait that we want to hit.
Yeah, you guys must have spent a lot of time deciding which founder you wanted from the Fed.
Yeah, it's a tough choice. He has 26 of them, or 20,
Okay.
25.
Yeah, so what are you working on right now, Witty Kitty?
Right now, I'm still just breeding the new fancies. Trying to make some low Gen 3 elks to prepare for whatever the next hint day releases. So I made a couple ices purebred just in case, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that's about it. And then I'm just breeding the same fancies. Like, I'm trying to go for Gen 4, Gen 3s and Gen 4s of the Ernies and Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
But Gen 3 is pretty difficult. But yeah.
So how is it managing 2,000 kitties? Are you planning to have like a garage sale, fire sale for the cats that you don't want?
I'm actually hoping one day they implement a system where I could sell the cats in bulk or something that can help me get rid of cats in bulk, because it's not really worth me to spend my time to put some of these on sale.
Yeah, one by one. How much time is that listing 2,000 cats and pricing them and...
Yeah, I mean, even just putting it on sale right after it's born is too much time. It's not worth it for me. So I just sell the cats that are worth a decent amount and then just keep the rest for now.
I see.
You might need an intervention with that many cats.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Crazy cat man.
I always see your name too, man. Like, and I was like, who is this guy? Like, I didn't realize that until now.
Yeah, I don't mean to have that many cats. It just happens when you breed for fancies.
What is the cheapest founder cat right now?
Out of
25.
Damn.
Yeah, it went. I think 4 were bought in the last week for 20, and I'm surprised the price hasn't gone up yet. Because after the Gen Zeros were 1.5 ETH, I just can't believe they weren't sold right there. Like, people selling their Gen Zeros to trade off.
Yeah, I think you got the best deal on a founder jag in the last 30 days.
Yeah, and considering it cost us like 2 ETH for it. Like, that was the best part. That was the best opportunity we've ever had in this game, I think.
Yeah, that's like a once-a-year opportunity right there.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we all made the most of it.
I'm actually glad JiHoz talked to the Fed because like I didn't know we could even buy the things that weren't on sale.
Yeah, that's Jeff is great at that, man. He's great at like building relationships and reaching out.
Thanks, guys. Can you hear me now? Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
can hear
sure.
you.
I'm not sure what was happening.
Yeah, much better.
Okay, yeah, does anyone want to talk about anything else? Because I think we'll be wrapping it up soon.
Wait, so is Money a collector? Are you a collector?
I think. Is that what I am? Is that what I am now?
Do you breed? I don't know. It seems like everyone knows. Do you buy a lot of fancies and just hodl?
No,
like
actually, that was my next question. Has any of the Valentine's fancies sold?
Yeah, I sold. Chuck sold one for 3.3 yesterday, Gen 5. Lucy sold a 2.7 Gen 9, and I sold a 2.3. Mine was cheaper because I always sell to this guy. He's a collector, and I make it for him. He bought it for 2.3, I think. Yeah, 2.3 today.
And I guess as time goes on and more are created, they lose their value.
That's usually true, but in this case, they called this a limited like fancy, meaning that at a certain point, at a certain number, they're not going to allow it to be made anymore. So we're not sure what the number is, like if it's 1,000, 5,000, or whatever. But at some point, they will cut it. So then, whoever made them, they pretty much have control of those fancies.
Yeah, I'm seeing one for 0.339.
This is a pretty high gen. It's been dropping pretty quick today.
Gen 8, yeah.
That happens with a lot of the fancies. Is that first day, it's like a race to get it up for as much as you can. And so by day 2, day 3, it starts to tank and people start to panic sell.
I'm hodling most of mine.
It comes back, especially the early gens. They always come back higher after like a week.
Because
since the limited sell moment, there's definitely those days.
Yeah, I think what we're trying to say is that imagine it's only 1,000. If it's 1,000 and the player base grows to what we're assuming it might grow to someday, then that 1,000 is actually a really low number of them compared to the market. Right now we're playing with a small market, so it seems like a lot. But in the future, who knows?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, imagine if every single player that comes, for the Asian launch wants one of these things, right? And okay, let's say that 20% of them can actually afford it, right? That's still, it's still a huge demand.
I think like the gems, what they haven't released yet is the timing they release. I think that's important too. So if you look at, I made the 3rd and the 5th one. I think that will have more value than just like the gems, later on. I'm hoping it won't be like 1 and then the 2 through 10. I hope it'll be like individually, like 1st, 2nd, 3rd, like gold medal or silver bronze.
Gold or silver bronze, yeah.
Oh, that'd be valuable too, yeah. And then
because it's kind of like a race, It was a challenge I'm racing. I see everyone trying to make these, and I'm racing them, so it feels like a competition. So I don't know.
That's really money. So I don't know if you know about this, but I have the first Ninja Cat. What do you think about? So I bought it for 1.1 ETH. What do you think that was a good deal? I feel like it's basically a spinning diamond version of the fancy.
Well, I think they're gonna add that. I think
exactly.
they're gonna add that for sure. I think that'll be added, and then the kitty codex will be added, and whatnot. But I think that for sure will be added. I don't exactly know when or how, but
yeah. Actually,
that's something that they have to do.
Yeah, we got confirmation, I believe, that they're working on something specific to the fancies. Bryce actually told me to hodl mine, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, they'll probably give the spinning diamonds to the first one that figures out. And I'm sorry, you guys probably talked about this, but it was we're looking for something spinning on ice right now, right? Is that what it is? There's some sort of mystery one. It's like spinning.
Oh, the new fancy that they're advertising on Twitter, yeah.
Yeah. Let me pull it up.
And you guys talked about that, I'm sure, that it's like probably like icy with.
I see
whatever.
elk, yeah.
I see elk. The other, like, the thing about these fancies is that sometimes they throw in a gene that has nothing to do with it really, or is really random and aside from it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like
trying to guess it without getting the tips is kind of hard. You would waste a lot of ETH trying to go for it
Just look at
with only
me.
2 tips.
yeah, definitely. In a game full of microtransactions, I can
Yeah,
definitely see
yeah,
you
it
wasting
can
a
get
lot of
really,
it.
really bad.
So the
But
example Chuck is talking about that really fits it is Ernie. One of the genes required is Hot Rod. And if you look at the Ernie
There's nothing
image,
hot about it. Yeah.
nothing hot.
I think that's what happened with Santa, because I was trying to go for a Santa once when everybody was trying to figure it out, and it had like that wild 8 gene, and people didn't know about that yet, and people were like, "Oh, well, I guess that gene's important." And that's when we first really figured out, like that was like when we first figured out that wild stuff.
Yeah, if any fancy has a wild, it's just gonna throw everyone off like crazy, especially if it's a wild that can't be seen. Because elk is technically wild, but you can see it. But others you can't see anything, so it's kind of like you won't guess it just by hitting the genes you can see. You would have to luck out that the gene is there too.
Yeah. Well, this thing definitely has elk because it has horns. It looks like ragamuffin extensions, sphinx, and the icy.
Yeah. Well, Icy is not even confirmed either, but it's assumed it could be because like that trophy right there, the Ernie, he looks like he could be gold. Like he has gold all around him, but
Yeah.
it had nothing to do with him. So
If it made sense, I guess. And if you guys are into chasing down mutations, we haven't had Torty yet, right? They have to put a Torty in the game. Like, there's no way they're not gonna put Torty.
who's
It's a
Torty?
pardon.
Torty is a color of a cat.
Huh? How do you spell it?
The Torty.
Oh, Torty.cat.
Tortie.
Okay, let me look it up.
I just thought of that the other day because one of my sphinxes is a Torty. And I was
Tortoise
like,
shell.
oh,
Yeah.
these cats are. It's kind of like Calicool almost.
Oh,
But
nice.
but it's like it's like brown, orange.
Yeah, this is
yellow.
a famous pattern or famous fur.
That's really cool.
Yeah, you should see the Torty sphinxes, man. They're crazy.
Torty sphinx.
Yeah, because they're naked.
The ball. Wait, so what?
Oh yeah.
I'm curious now. I'm actually really curious what it would look like if it.
It's
has
the
those fur.
yeah. I've seen a lot of those cats actually. So
yeah, Torty sphinx
coming.
is
I think it is
interesting.
coming.
Oh, it's on their actual. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think I showed Alan my cats today. They're like 2 sphinxes.
Wow, that is awesome.
Cool looking cats, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they gotta put Torty in the game. I don't know what mix it'll be. It might be like Calicool or something, but it's just something I've been keeping in my mind.
Maybe.
Calico Sphinx. Calico Sphinx hype.
Let's just make our own fancies.
Right?
Yeah, like the thing is from that picture, I don't know what else you can get from it. I mean, the horns are right there. You're saying it's ragamuffin maybe on the body?
You think so?
I think, but I'm a scrub at this, so.
Yeah. Like I said, until they give us the next hint that's not icy, I think I'm not gonna start going for it. I'm probably gonna go for it after people find it, just to get one in my collection.
Yeah. Do you think that's extensions there? The whiskers look really long.
Yeah, it's extensions, yeah. Well, I mean, when they draw this picture, they probably wanted you to see like these things, right? Like the sphinx tail and the extensions, the little horns, that it's like an elk. I think the ears are interesting. That's part of the fancy.
I like how tans are raised. I'm excited for this fancy. The fancies have been looking really nice. I wasn't really a big fan of Stitches. Stitches kind of scared me.
What? I like Stitches.
Nah,
it's like
Stitches,
walking dead cat.
Stitches is not cool, dude.
I'm gonna come back and I have like all the breeders.
They're gonna use it to mutate into something awesome.
Yeah,
gosh,
that would be sick. Franken cat.
Halloween. I call Halloween next year or this year. Sorry.
Yeah,
that would be really cool.
I'm really liking the hype that these fancies could have a tier under them.
Yes.
That like builds on top of the top one or some of that.
Yeah, that would be super useful. That would be super cool. Like, I think there needs to be like eight traders. That would be awesome.
Super fancy. Probably the dragon
The
at the end. It's
dragon.
gonna be like a tier 3 all 8. Tier
Check
4.
the CryptoKitties Twitter right now.
Okay, yeah.
Imagine if fancy is required not just the dominant traits, but also successive traits.
All right, guys.
Something
We have
big
a
is coming.
breaking
888.
news 17 seconds ago, guys. We have breaking news.
Oh, the dragon.
Oh,
They have it. It's a dragon
gosh.
emoji. Dragon dog emoji.
No. I don't.
What?
Oh, dragon
What's
dog?
happening, guys?
888.
By the way, whoever has that's gonna be cat number 888.
I think they have it.
Whoever has cat number 8888 or any 8, they're a god. Like that person's making money.
Yes. All right, let me pull up all my cats that have 888 that I didn't sell.
What does this mean?
What does this mean?
Wait, cat number 888 isn't out yet, right? It's it's the exclusive dragon probably that they're talking about.
I have
so they're gonna make that cat number 888 for sure.
Yeah. Dang, so crazy.
I have 188881 and I have 81888.
Nice.
Why is 888 so important again? Like, what does it mean?
Chinese luckiest number.
Yeah,
Like
and you want them in
3/8
sets
or
of
4/8?
3. You want three and more. What does
So does it matter if the 8s are spaced out? Like if it was like 1 8 2 8 3 8?
Yeah,
as long as there's 3x.
one is like single number, and one is like a. I don't know. I need to get Vanitas in here, but he basically told me your 1481 cat is really like not that rare, and that my rarest cats are the 87778 and the 81888. I think the number leading off, it has to mean something. If I pull this cat up right here, it's 13888. This is a good example. So 13 means like forever, and 888 means like, you know, like fortune, wealth. And if we go to the history of this cat 13888 sold.
How much did it sell for?
No, this isn't the one.
That is the luckiest cat ever.
This isn't the one. It's 4/8. It's 4/8. I'm losing track of things, guys. I'm really losing track of things.
What do you think is gonna be the how is someone supposed to get that exclusive fancy or the dragon fancy? Do you guys have any ideas?
I don't know.
Like, are they gonna do a contest? Or are they gonna do some? I don't know how they would do it. I'm actually
some hints out and like all in one day. Just putting it out there.
No. What if they just throw 4 traits at us and say go?
Yeah,
that would be so
right
funny.
Now, that's what we want. All the hints at once.
That would be so funny.
How long is Chinese New Year?
I know someone is celebrating tonight, so I don't know how long it goes on
tonight.
for.
Yeah, it just started today.
Yeah, Alan's saying it's an exclusive. I agree, it's an exclusive fan, so you won't be able to make any more. It's just gonna be one they're gonna probably give away for something that they're gonna ask us to do or something like that. But that fancy is probably gonna be the most expensive fancy right next to a dragon, the first dragon that ever gets made.
Oh, that thing sold for 8.88.
Yeah, but I don't know. This 138888 sold for 1.388. I think now that's kind of a low price. If it were to sell now, it probably would have been like twice or 3 times that. But yeah, Bob One is, I think, the biggest buyer of like vanity ID numbers in the game right now, and he has spent like at least 20 Ethereum that I've seen on these vanities.
How are you supposed to get that dragon? I'm trying to think how they could do it. I'm kind of
guys. We need to start hyping the Ellen. Right, we're gonna be on Ellen's Generous. You guys hear about that?
Oh yeah, can you show them that Twitter?
Yeah, sure. Twitter? Let me just get this.
Because everyone in this who's watching right now should like this post that they made. Because if we get enough likes, Ellen might put us. I mean, we're gonna get her attention to maybe put CryptoKitties on the show. for Ellen DeGeneres. Maybe.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
It would be great for our game. So if you're watching the stream and you have a Twitter account, just like this post that we're gonna link to pretty soon.
So for the Golden Dragon kitty, the first exclusive kitty they released was Genesis, and that was released as a Dutch auction.
No,
and that's exactly what I'm expecting from Golden Dragon Kitty.
Is it gonna go from like
it's
888?
Buy to win.
Buy to win.
So wait, what did it start at? Dutch auction from what?
I don't know. I know it sold for a whole lot though.
Holy smokes!
So someone in chat.
So get your Ethereum ready. Basically, make sure it's in your wallet.
Walter Louis is saying that 888 is on the blockchain already.
Oh my goodness!
You can already check the genes.
Sure, but we don't know how it's going to appear on the front end. That is important.
Yeah, like if we use Kathina as an example, Kathina is like Sage.
Kathina is a basic cat. Yeah. It was whatever was going to be bred.
So it's Genesis. Yeah, everything is a basic cat.
Just that the image.
Could you peep it real quick?
Sure. 500,000.
I don't know how to use the contract. I'm gonna learn that tomorrow.
You can already look at its genes.
So yeah, this is Kathina, the 500,000th kitty. Gen 3. Its parents are over here. And we pull its genes up.
People are trying to breed it.
Yeah.
So I actually think it's kind of interesting to breed with her, not because you're going to get a cat that has anything interesting about their looks, but they will have Kathina as a mom.
As a mom,
yeah, you could say kitty of Kathina.
I mean, that shows up on their profile. It's not nothing. Also, they link to it from Kathina, so if someone looks at Kathina, they'll see your kitty. I'm not saying it's worth 5 ETH, but
yeah,
it's interesting. Or in this case, half an ETH. That's a lot better than they started.
I would have bred like a wingtip cloud white sky blue with it and called it Kathina fail.
I feel the list below it is like the failure list. Like all these people failed.
Try looking up the contract for 888.
Sure. Yeah.
And bang the chains in chat brings up a good point. If they do a jewel type thing for fancies, it could be all of her children will have an offspring version of that, and that could be very valuable. And if you're getting in now at half an ETH, before anybody knows, that's one of those things where your kitties could become a lot more valuable in the future. So it's an interesting gamble. It's one that I might actually have taken if someone had bought my Gen 0.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like because I firmly believe that I don't think that Axiom would. I don't know. I just feel like that I feel like the people taking that risk should be rewarded, and I believe that they would.
Yeah, it depends on whether they know what they're doing. I think all the information is out there to anybody who can search it and join the community, ask questions. They can find out, they can use KittyCalc and see exactly what the kitty would look like when it comes out. I mean, they don't know for a fact, that we know what we're talking about, but I think that they could get enough opinions before spending this kind of money to find out that, they're just going to get a normal kitty. But I think that if you, like I know that, right? But I would still consider it. I don't know that I would pay it, but I would consider it because of the potential upside and, just the actual guaranteed upsides that I talked about, where it links to your kitty and she's your kitty's mom.
Yeah, I mean, if I had the Ethereum and I had a Gen 3 Sky Blue Cloud White wingtip, I would just do it just to do it for the novelty of having Kathina offspring. Like, to me, that's cool.
Right.
And if 0.5 Ethereum was nothing to me, then yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah, big if, right?
Yeah. I need to sell more Gen Zeros to that bot.
Exactly.
All right, yeah, I think now's a good time to wrap it up, guys. Unless
did we have a quiz or?
No, we didn't.
Were you? Okay. Did you show the link?
That's true. There's
Ellen DeGeneres thing.
Yeah, I did. I had it up and I linked it in the. I linked it in the chat, guys. So go to the Twitter link and please support so we can get on TV and we can get more players in the game. Why is it cutting off?
Retweet and like. Ellen talking about CryptoKitties would be pretty amazing.
She'd probably get a kick out of this.
She'd be like, people actually pay to get
They could give her an exclusive Dory kitty.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for coming on.
Always a pleasure, man.
Want to thank Money for coming on, Alan, Chuck, Witty Kitty, and Jeff and Lucy. We're gonna wrap.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this stream up, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out our socials if you have time, and we'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to the YouTube channel. And yeah, we wish you guys all a good night. And until next time, thank you for watching the show.
Happy breeding.
My name's Jordan, also known as Poopie. Bye.